Okay, is this thing on? Yeah, I think we're live. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hang on. Screen's gonna be turning around all over the place here. Hey, what's up, Venti the Bard? How's it going, man?
Boats are made for
ooh, I forgot to here's my pinned message.
Tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Okay, there it is. What's up, Flashy Shades? Taz, how's it going, man? Asuna, good to see you again, man. Coffee, yo, what's up, man? Another new Monday. Yeah, I know, right? Time flies, and none of us are flying yet. So, a lot of us are getting left behind. I'm finally here early for once in my life. No, it's all good, man. It's all good.
But where are those?
I mean, there's no attendance check. there's no biometric scanner for your attendance. Wait a moment. But my network took a bit today. What does that mean? Hey, what's up, Kendra? Yo, I don't think I've seen you in a while, man. How's it going? How's it going?
Don't rush.
Call me speculation. Maybe 3.7 is a skip for me. Oh. Let me see. Who else? I'm present. Okay. How about the battle pass last minute? Whoa. What? Are you serious? What? Wait. What? You bought the battle pass last minute? Oh, okay, it's fine. I guess it's fine. As long as you made sure to claim everything, I guess it should be fine. Hello, Coffee. How's it going? How's it going? Kendra, I don't think I've seen you in a while, man. How are you? How are you? Venti the Bard. Haven't seen you in a while, man. How are you, man? Hang on. Let's switch up our music real quick. Okay. Much better. I needed serpent spine. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Serpent spine. Wait, you needed it for who? Who'd you need it for? For your Jinyan? All right. Well, on the very least, at least you bought it. Like you bought the battle pass like right before it expired. So in that way, like if you do want another one, at least like in a span of just like a few days, you can get 2 instead of having to wait for the next one. Okay, that's fine. I mean, like as long as you could afford it, sure. I want a Star Rail stream too. No, I mean, okay. You know what? I swear, I really did expect you guys to like want me to do Star Rail too. Oh boy, I feel my ping. I don't see my ping right now in this interface, but I could feel it. Oh boy, that's rough. That's rough. Ah man, this ain't gonna be fun.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to
Very
see
good.
your
Glad to hear that,
tour
man.
spots, I
YouTube
have a
actually
few
gave me
references.
the notification this time, so I was able to make it. Hey, I'm happy to hear that, man. Good to have you. Good to have you, Coffee. I think I may have like tried to turn on notifications for at least like 1 or 2 channels at some point, and then my problem with it is I disable so many notifications on my phone. Like every time I get a brand new phone, like I it doesn't even have to be brand new. Like if my phone is like, if I know that I'm gonna be using like it's a new device that I'm gonna be using for like long term, then like I'm gonna take so long, probably like half an hour to an hour, just customizing that thing, enabling, disabling permissions, enabling apps, disabling apps, uninstalling updates, disabling them, apps that I don't need. I like, it's just, I don't know, like I like just like with Genshin, I min-max, man. I By the way, I don't know if you guys can notice. My voice sounds a little different than usual. I think it's almost like 100% now. But I don't know. Maybe it's just my ears. I do feel like my voice still sounds a little different. It's a little very subtle. But yesterday and the day before, man, that was rough. Peaches. These are just mean. They mainly give me notifications for people I watch the most. The reason why I want notifications, I can watch someone else. Okay. That makes sense. I mean, like, okay, right? I understand your side, but I also understand YouTube's side. Yeah, but you know, like, it's understandable. It does seem like and the algorithm, right? The algorithm is something that's always being worked on, right? And that's how successful YouTubers stay successful, right? And how they get successful, how they stay successful, is if they can quickly like adapt to these changes and like follow trends and stuff. Of course, there are a lot of YouTubers that are mostly in it for their passion. Oh boy, my ping.
Into the wind.
That is rough, man. Switching characters, that's painful. Anyway, yeah, going back to about Star Rail, yeah. So I pretty much expected at least one or two people were gonna ask for a Star Rail stream. I'm still not ready. Like, how should I say? Just no, I can't, because I don't know. Like, just turn-based games just aren't my jam. The only turn-based game I've ever played is probably Gunbound, and that was what, How many years ago? How many years ago? Let me see. 10. Let's see. 15. Like anywhere. I don't know exactly what year that was. Anywhere from 15 to 18 years ago. And that was only because there was nothing else. There's nothing else at the time. It was also the game that my buddies were playing, and it was also a PvP game, which I wanted to play with my buddies. Also, why did I play that game? Of course, because, you know, I was a kid. I wanted to play video games, and I had no responsibilities in life, so yeah. Can I have Yoimiya now? Pretty soon, man. Pretty soon. We only have... I believe it should be this Wednesday. 5 hours. Okay. Yeah. I believe it should be this Wednesday. At my time. I'm at GMT plus 8. Hong Kong time. So, to my time, the update is Wednesday morning. Oh, this isn't a combat one. Oh boy, how do we deal with this ping? Generally, I don't mind, because like especially when you're doing doing dailies and weeklies and stuff. The annoying part is like bosses, right? Like the 3 weekly bosses that I have to do. I might just forgo it today. I don't know. I might just not do it this stream. 400 ping. I don't know what's wrong. Hey, what's up, Inoko? Good to see you, man. Don't worry, Saber. Pretty soon. We're gonna have Yoimiya. We're gonna have Yoimiya pretty soon. Well, probably you. Like, I don't know. I still can't find a good enough reason for me to pull for Yoimiya. I mean, I really like her character. I like her aesthetic. But like the practical reasons, I can't find good enough reasons to do it, for at least for me. Well, I am at the point where I kind of have everything that I want. Well, mostly. I still have a few weapons that I want. Yeah, I still have a few. There's still a few weapons that I want to have on my account.
Stabilize. That's close enough.
But weapons they're kind of just nice to haves, I guess, for me. But it's something that I could live without. Oh, is a is a request. Yeah. Pretty soon, I don't know. I feel like I might be able to finally start pulling for characters that I like, and not just because I need them. I am deeply enjoying the C6 Ganyu. We forgot about the event, but I'm also getting lazy on Genshin again. To where I don't want to do anything and just explore the world. Really? Wow, I'm happy for you, man, that you actually enjoy like the open world. I guess I don't know what happened with me. Like so I really like right, like not now, right? Like in the past, and not in the like very far past, also not in the recent past, but just in the past in general. I used to enjoy open world games. Yo, what's up, Hoodie Blick? Nice to meet you, man. How's it going? I used to really enjoy open world games. Like, I mean, like, you know, like I haven't really played a lot of open world games. I guess mostly the GTA series. I don't know why I didn't enjoy the open world of San Andreas very much. I don't know. For some reason, it just didn't click for me. It just didn't click for me for some reason. I don't know why. I explored the heck out of Vice City though. GTA 5, I wanted to, but it was a time in my life where I was pretty busy with work, and that time hasn't ended, so I still haven't. But I really did want to, and like with Genshin, I did for a bit, and then like. Okay, like for example, a lot of the Genshin content creators, right? Like they've also been making um, Star Rail content, and like I just see it in my subscription feed. When I scroll down, I see them. I see names of characters on their thumbnails and stuff. I generally ignore it. I don't know. I really am just not interested in Star Rail. And it's not Star Rail, like it's not that it's not because I think it's a bad game. It's just that it's not my type of game.
Solidify.
Wind strike. Access denied. Born of ice and frost. Access denied.
If I revealed my UID, you join me in 2 minutes. I would. I'll raise you one, and I would reject your invitation. No, what is it? Your request to join in 2 seconds. I mean, nothing against you, man. It's just that co-op in Genshin, I don't know. I think it's terrible. I just don't like co-op in Genshin. It just makes things slower. Like, alright, okay. I guess it's because like when you're in co-op and you're not sitting right next to the dude that you're playing with, you can't tell him what element you're applying, what skill or burst you're doing, so that you could still do elemental reactions. While with Dendro, it might be a little better with Dendro. Because like Dendro is like pretty unga bunga, right? So, but like as for other teams, no, it just, I don't like it. It's just a lot slower than it would be by doing it on your own. Man, I can't, like, there's no battle pass right now. I don't know what I've done and what I haven't done. Hang on. Dailies, requests, bounties, cooking. I guess I could do forging and, of course, the 3 weekly bosses. Like Fustrand. Okay, that's Jingyuan. That's definitely, those two are definitely Chinese names, yeah. Am I looking from Genshin? Follow to Star Rail. Whoa, really? What's you? Okay, you said luck. You didn't say good. You didn't say bad. So, what kind of luck is that?
Would you care to?
I don't know why, but my luck is getting a bit good in artifacts. Artifact rolls in Genshin after joining Star Rail. It's Hoyo, man. It's Hoyo. They got your IP address and stuff. They're monitoring you, man. They're watching. They're watching. You can't see them, but they can see you.
If you ever have it.
Oh. Forge. I don't really. Oh, what the? Might be time for me to reconsider forging these things. I'm almost to max with them. I really only am like forging 20 a week just to do the battle pass thing. I'm still getting Kirara. Kirara looks cute. I wish she were good, but because I think she's cute. But you know, like the problem is like even if I think she is good and even if I think she's cute, like even if I really want to pull for Kirara, it's just not something that I would do. I don't know. It's just me and my like min-maxing and paranoid nature is because there's no guarantee for a 4-star. And if there's a 4-star that I want on a banner of a 5-star that I don't want, I just will skip. Especially if it's like completely unnecessary to me. Most especially if I'm on guaranteed and if I'm like close to pity. Like if I'm anywhere above like 0 and no, maybe not 0. If I'm anywhere above like maybe 10 pity, I will not wish for a 4-star. Like even if let's say for example, if I ever made like a new account, and then like there's a Xingqiu, a Bennett, and who's another cracked 4-star? Xingqiu, Bennett, and Kuki. Yeah, Xingqiu, Bennett, and Kuki are all like the 3 4-stars on a 5-star banner, and the 5 stars. Who's a 5-star? I don't want. Can't think of one like one that okay. I can't think of a 5-star that I don't want enough. Let's see, who are the 5 stars? Okay, right. I can't, for some reason, I can't think of them. Okay, here we go. Like in my case, for example, my main account, C6 Ganyu already. I don't want to wish on a Ganyu banner. But then, like, what if the other banner is like someone else? Let's say Albedo. Albedo's a nice 5-star, pretty good 5-star. I just don't like his playstyle, and I can't put him into any team that I'm interested in playing. So Eula, probably. Yeah, Eula. Okay, that's a good one. Eula. Yeah, Eula and Albedo banners, right? What if the 2 banners running at the same time were Eula and Albedo banners? If I'm anywhere like above me, I'd probably do like a 10 pull, maybe twice. If I had like 10 pity, I'd probably do a 10 pull like maybe twice, and then like the 3rd time I might, if I feel like I got screwed over, like I get like off banner 4 stars, like for 2 out of the 3, for 2 10 pulls in a row. Like, wow, that would be awful. Or like I get a weapon, I might do a 3rd pull, but then no more than that. I'm just made that way. I don't know. Practical? No, not practical. That's paranoid. Oh man, okay, I can't believe it. I actually have to do this. Weekly bosses on. Okay, I saw my ping go down a little bit. I hope it stayed down. I think it's at like 300-ish right now. Golden Wolflord is pain. Yeah, he is. Unless if you have the right characters. There are certain characters that make fighting the Golden Wolflord a little easier. No, yeah, a little easier to swallow, but it's still a big pill, is what it is. Still a pretty big pill to swallow. Oh my goodness! Thank the gods. Whoever gods, Norse, Christian gods, Egyptian gods, every god. My ping went down. Okay, let's see. Okay. Alright. Okay, seems good. Okay, we're good. Nice. I would never pull for Albedo. I don't like his playstyle. That's why my Yunjin is 20 out of 40. Wait, what do you mean Yunjin? Yunjin and Albedo don't really go together. I mean, like, you could, sure, you could put them together, but they're not really, like, they don't really have any synergy. Albedo kinda doesn't have any synergy with anybody. Yeah, he's like, because he's Geo, right? Like, imagine if Fischl was, imagine if Fischl was Geo. That would be like 4-star Albedo right there. If Fischl was Beto, or sorry, what did I say? If Fischl was Geo, that would be exactly like Albedo. It just doesn't matter, I guess. Decent off-field option, I guess, but the thing is, like, to maximize his damage output, you have to farm like a weird domain, which is the how do I hang on? Okay. You have to farm this domain. Wait, and when I say weird, because like, so okay, maybe like, maybe you're like a Kokomi main or a whoever main. Like you like to main healers. Like you like to on field your Chi-Chi. Who else? You like to on field your Barbara. And you want to get this set? Sure, you would be very happy to farm for Albedo and Ito. Because, yeah, right? But then, if you're not... I'm not saying that Albedo doesn't work without this artifact set, but it's just... If you want to, like, maximize him, that would be the set that you would want. And, like, I guess if your account is at the state that my second account is, I guess, where I kind of don't... Like, every time I have condensed resin, I don't know what to use it on. I'm pretty happy with like the artifacts of like most of the characters over there. I guess I would sooner or later want better stuff for my Hu Tao on the second account. Although my Hu Tao is pretty strong already, doesn't really have any EM, but then like other than that, really good already. But then like I also don't want to farm the Crimson Domain. Don't want to use resin on it because like Lava Walker. So I just want to strongbox it. So I'm like left not knowing what do I use my resin on. Yunjin actually is pretty good against the Golden Wolf Horde. So Yoimiya team actually pretty good against the Golden Wolf Horde, right? Because like Yoimiya can still hit the Golden Wolf Horde even in the air. I also really like using Ganyu against them. But then like why Yoimiya is a better match for him is because of Yunjin. Yunjin's hold E immediately breaks the big wolf heads when he goes into his like what is it, like invincible state. What the? Okay. The charged attack wasn't hitting. Yunjin needs wolf drops. Oof. Well, in the very least, Yunjin is like, you can at least use Yunjin against the Golden Wolf Horde. Like one hold E, like full hold E on Yunjin immediately destroys the big wolf heads. Geo Oz then. Oh wait, no. Wait, when you said Geo Oz, okay, do you remember the last time what is it called, the Golden Apple Archipelago rerun? The last time we got the Golden Apple Archipelago, you remember Fischl's Island, where there were literally like Oz statues or Raven statues? If if Fischl were Geo, Oz would come out as one of those dudes. Like, it would just be a statue on the ground that turns around and turns around and talks. I still can't overcome domain Raiden. Raiden, domain solo. It's pretty hard. I mean, okay, I guess depending on like the state of your account. For me, if I were, like I'm like picturing it out right now. If my account was like the state of my account when it was like AR 40, 45, I probably and if I played on mobile, I probably would be in the same state as you are.
No touching. Born of ice and frost. Let's light it up.
Yeah, like not being able to deal with the Shogun domain. For endgame players really do enjoy the Shogun domain because it's a really aggressive boss. It's a really aggressive boss, and it keeps endgame players on their toes, especially if they don't have like a mega shielder like Zhongli. If my goal was like to actually enjoy the fight, I would not be using my Hu Tao Geo team. Not Hu Tao Geo team. My Hu Tao like double hydro team with Zhongli in it. I would just use like a team that probably has no healer. Oh no. Okay. All right. But then again, most of the time my goal is just to do stuff. So that's I know it's boring. And it's probably even more boring to watch. And that's why like I really appreciate you guys like coming by like all the time to hang out.
Reality is pain.
One swap. Yes. Okay, we got it.
Cruel world. Solidify.
Oh, I could use Pyro, I could use this, and do that,
Access denied.
and do that. Hey, easy. Oh.
Possible.
Stabilize.
What's first? Okay, this one, this one, okay,
Born of ice and frost.
this one, alright. The flower got him. Okay. This probably... What is this? Is like... Isn't this like the minimum amount of awards you can get? No no billet, nothing. Wow, that's awful. Going up Archipelago yet? Wait, really? Wait, how long have you been playing Asuna? I thought you were like a long-ish term player.
Osmanthus wine tastes
Also,
the same
states
as I remember.
are literally a Wikipedia page.
But where are
What
those
states?
who
Like
share
the United
memory?
States? Artifacts are a chance like anything else in Genshin. Yeah, I guess so. They are. Everything else in Genshin, like even Alright, I'm not gonna say that out loud. That was funny. For some reason, I don't know. I have no idea why it came to mind. Your mom joke just immediately, like, just randomly, very randomly came to mind. I'm not gonna say that out loud. I don't want to be a jerk. Oh, you going already, Asuna? Alright, well, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Oh, wait, who's going? Oh, Kaindra, sorry. I thought you were going, Asuna. Alright. Thanks for hanging out with us for a bit, Kaindra. Take care, man. I don't know how to access Wanderer story quests. Do I have to be in a certain part to unlock it? Well, what does it say? Like, when you try to unlock it, what does it say? I'm pretty sure it should say, like, why you can't unlock it. Skip January, February. Oh. Late July 2022. I don't even remember when it last reran. Wow, when was the last time the Archipelago came back? That was, I think it's been a while. I think it's been a year. Maybe not completely an entire year, but like almost a year. Yeah, it's been a while.
Gotcha. Let me weave you a verse. Things are about to get dicey.
Solidify. Order guide you.
No, my sword. Huh? Game's up. Fun's over. Witness the power of Kazuha.
Without double Hydra, I'm invincible. Right? It does make you feel like it. Especially if your fourth character is Zhongli. Some people like to put Xiangling as their fourth character in this team. It's a bit more, it feels like living a bit more on the edge, but it is also a lot more DPS.
Body and mind. Rain outlines your fate. Ring cutter.
Wait, I didn't know that. I didn't know that you would just pass through those dendro walls with Yelan E. Or is that how it's supposed to work? Okay, do your dendro wall thing again. Okay, come on, dude. Hey, do it. Alright, give me those walls. Okay. Yep. You definitely do go through them.
No, my sword. Let me read you a verse. Things are about to get done.
It's such a cheat. And it's not like they, you know, like they hinder your gameplay too badly, but I don't know. Just think it's unfair that you're able to do something with a certain character that other characters can't. But then again, like, well, isn't that the point of having different characters, I guess?
Here comes the catch.
Well, I guess it didn't need to do that. I thought that it was gonna get killed. That's why I went and bursted. But I guess not. Yelan broke the fourth wall. She broke all the walls, man. Well, I mean, like, technically she didn't break them, but she broke through them. Well, she didn't really break anything. Man, what a killjoy. I could have just stuck with the joke and didn't have to go like into details. Yeah, but you know, that's me. Okay, I only have 3. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to this for Wednesday. Not me watching the stream. My iPad and phone at the same time for an echo effect. Okay. I mean, that's a privilege, man. It's a privilege. Not everybody has the capability. Yeah, not everybody can have that option. If you do have a PC, then like, you know, and no other device, at least you do have that option. Just open the same thing on like multiple tabs, I guess. Alright, I guess that's it for this account. Okay, well, let's swap accounts. I hope the ping on my other accounts are okay. I don't know if you guys, whoever else plays on multiple accounts, I don't know if you guys have noticed this or like have this happen to you, but sometimes I seem to have, not all the time, it doesn't happen too often, but sometimes I notice that I have different ping, like on different accounts. Like they're not very different, but sometimes my second account, more often, my second account has better ping than my main and third accounts. But not by much. Sometimes like my second account will have like my usual 220, 230, 240 ping, and then like when I go swap over to the main account, it'll have like 280, and 280 ping is when I start to like have a little bit of an issue. Like I can actually feel the delay in switching characters and can actually like mess up rotations by like, for example, because for some reason alt and then like alt like 1 2 3 4 to like swap to a character and immediately burst, it almost never works for me, especially when my ping is high. That I just haven't like made it a habit to use it. So I'm still like, you know, doing like swap to character and it's spamming Q. And when my ping is high, especially if audio is off, so I can't hear like the ding and then the dinging. When I don't hear the dinging that a character has been swapped, like when I don't hear that ding, sometimes, especially if it's in the middle of an intense like fight, then I won't notice. I won't be able to notice that whether or not it has swap characters or not. And then like what I'll do is like I'll be pressing the like let's say number 3 or number 4, and then like I'll be spamming Q already. But then because my ping was high, it didn't swap. So instead of bursting on the character I'm swapping to, I end up bursting the character I was swapping from. Hi, what's up, April? How are you doing, man? How are you? I'm good, I'm good. Not completely fine, but I am doing better. I caught a cold about a week ago. Weird thing happened. Probably first time it's ever happened to me. I was like really on, like right on the way to recovering, like fully recovering. Probably like 1, 2, or 3 days left. And then all of a sudden, either my cold got worse again, or I caught another cold. That's kind of what happened, and it was a pretty bad one too. And by bad one, like a cold that would actually give you a fever, and like not like the worst fever I've ever had, but it was like more like one of those fevers where it's like it's not like the fever isn't bad enough to change like your affect your skin temperature, where a thermometer on your skin won't be able to detect anything. It'll just be at like normal temperature, but then you have like you feel like some minor symptoms of a fever. Like for example, you have some body pains. It's not like, even though like people around you say it's really hot, you're like, oh, it's fine, it's not hot, right? Like you don't feel how hot it is. Yesterday and the day before though, even though my post nasal drip is annoying, I will admit that post nasal drip's really annoying. I hate it. I gotta say, my voice yesterday and the other day, while still not like a singing voice quality, I did think it sounded pretty cool. I thought it sounded pretty manly. You know how like when your cold is pretty bad, it eventually affects your throat too. And so my voice yesterday and the other day were pretty bad. Like, and when I say bad, like very much not at 100%. So and it sounded pretty I guess I would describe it as manly. you know how I don't know if you guys have seen these Old Spice commercials. Usually they have these big buff dudes that have like a really like deep manly voice. While not as deep and manly as those guys, it sounded like a little bit like that. Yesterday I was having a little bit of fun with it. You know how Arnold Schwarzenegger has a pretty deep voice. I tried doing my impression of him, and it sounded a lot better than usual, just because of how my cold was affecting my voice yesterday and the other day. Oof, I'll come next year then. Lol. Hey, what's up, Itachi? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm almost completely recovered from my cold. Well, colds. Because it was like one cold right after the other. But yeah, otherwise I'm good. Thanks for asking, man. Yo, RJ, how are you doing? What's up, Roshan? Good to see you again, man. I'm good. Yeah, and just like I said, yeah, I'm almost completely better from my colds. Morning, yo, what's up? Good morning, Klee. Wow, you've been coming by pretty often recently. Are you okay now? Like okay, I remember your parents did not want you going anywhere near Genshin. So I'm gonna assume that everything's okay now, or if not completely okay, at least a little okay.
Solidify.
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. Clouds high. The birds come. Busted.
Oh, okay. Speaking of colds, I want to know. I guess I don't really like talk to too many people about stuff like this. But what are your guys' home remedies for stuff like that? For having a cold or a cough or a fever, or just a fever. Yeah. Do you guys do home remedy, or do you just like go straight to the hospital?
Game's up. Fun's over.
Time to go.
I just sleep. Well, that is one. Yeah, that's actually what all doctors would tell you. Get plenty of sleep, drink lots of fluids, which I agree with. Because your body uses up a lot of quite a bit more fluids when you have any sort of infection. So drinking lots it's basically your body is it's like I guess I could compare it to like your body is like running slower, but then like at a higher RPM. Like if when we compare it to like car engines or motorcycle engines, you're like driving at either the same speed or a slower speed at a higher RPM. So I guess it's like you're staying at a lower gear. Yeah, you're staying at a lower gear. From colds to cars, which what an interesting stream, and I did not pay attention to where this guy went. Which of you guys are old enough to have a driver's license? I think most of you guys are pretty young. Being forced downstairs by who? It's alright, man. Alright, please. Like, if it's family, spending time with family, that's more important than some random dude on the internet. So, please, spend time with your family. Hey, what's up, Orden? How's it going, man? Ginger and honey. Oh yeah, hey, Roshan. Do you play Dota, or have you ever played Dota? Oops. There it is. If you do, then you're gonna get this. The last time I saw you was you were a purple rock dude in the semi-middle of the map. Ginger and honey. That's a pretty common one too. Yeah. I've just never, well, maybe not never. I've done the ginger thing, but we almost, I guess, most typical households in the Philippines just don't have honey in stock, unless if they're like into. I know that a lot of people are into like tea and honey, but I've never been in a household that has that. So But yeah, typical households in the Philippines don't generally have honey in stock. Some do, but mostly not. At least I think so. I hope I'm right. If I'm not, then well, c'est la vie. Where's my last daily commission? Huh. Am I missing something? What? I did all 4, right? Am I missing something? What? That's not a daily. Am I going crazy? What's going on? Drink water, play games on my phone, and watch YouTube and sleep. That's what I do. Daily either way, so it's normal. That's okay. I don't blame you because I do exactly the same thing. Remember when I was sick for 2 weeks? I do remember someone. I'm sorry, man. I remember someone mentioning that they were sick for like quite a while. But I don't remember that that was you. I don't play Dota. Oh, okay. Well, you won't get the joke then. Yeah, Roshan is a being, not a character. I don't think. Yeah, it's not a character in Dota, but it's a being in Dota. I wonder how Dota is. I wonder if Dota is still as big as it used to be. I would say probably not, but like, I wonder if Dota is still earning as much money as it, enough money to like host those insane like global tournaments that they used to have, right? Where like the prize pool was just I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen esports with the prize pool as big as Dota used to have. Like I think it was like some like $20 million, right? I don't know. Or like tell me if I'm wrong. Like, are there video games that have bigger prize pools? I gotta eat and take my pill. Oh man, that's more important, man. Please take care of that, please. Yeah. Please take care of the more important things. Anyway, yeah, see ya. Had an ear infection and stuff. Oh, okay, I remember that. Yeah, that one. How did you get an ear infection though? Did you ever find out? Did you ever like backtrack to like when you think you might have gotten that ear infection? What in the world is this? What the? Oh, huh, that's weird. Why wasn't it showing up on the map? $18 million 2022. Wow, they're still doing that well? Okay, thanks for Googling it, by the way. Appreciate it. My exam was killing me an entire month. Jeez. Man, I can't believe it. You guys are so good. Okay, when I say what I mean is like you guys are such good students, and like I think you guys are pretty cool for being good students. I was never I was never able to like bring myself to be a good student. Oh yes, that's right. Do some cooking. By the way, guys, do you know if there is a something that you can make in the teapot that is like basically a stove but for outside the mansion? Is there something like that? Something that doesn't require like buying the battle pass? Like the more expensive battle pass. Cause like I'd really want one over here. Cause like I have everything in here. I have my forge. I have my crafting bench. I have my garden.
Would you care to...
But all I'm missing really is the stove. And I do have one, but it's like only for indoors. But I don't know if there's one that's for like that I can put out here.
Would you care to...
Oh no, not this.
If you ever...
I think you can craft and put it. What do you mean? Yeah, but then like which one? Like I don't know which one really. Because I know there's a stove like for like indoors. I don't even know what it looks like. It looks like the one in Liyue. There's one like right next to the teleporter. And the problem with the teapot that I don't know, like I one of the many reasons why I don't really take it seriously is because I don't know which of the stuff in there is like has a function that is usable and which ones are just purely aesthetic. And the ones that are functional, I just can't seem to find a reason why I should use it. Oh, it looks like this. Like the one indoors. Oh yeah, that's right. If you guys are wondering why the stream looks like it freezes every now and then, it's not the stream, it's not the game. It's me. When I alt tab, Genshin minimizes, and because I have OBS set to stream Genshin and not my screen, not the desktop, it's just Genshin. When I alt tab, like Genshin minimizes, so that's why it just like in OBS it freezes. Portable stove furniture. I think that is... Oh, there's no battle pass. I pressed F4, but there's no battle pass. I think that's the one that you get from buying the $10 battle pass. The name sounds familiar, and I think that... Yeah, I think that's right. I could be wrong. Is it like Is it like an outdoor like stovetop made of like cobblestone? If it looks like that, then yeah, that's the one from like the $10 battle pass. It was like a drainage and stuff. I think the drainage got into my ear or something. The drainage? How did the drainage get into your ear? Isn't the drainage supposed to be down? Like, isn't that because like draining is down, right? Like because like gravity. So how did it get up to your ear? Heavy duty restaurant stuff. There's not a small one. Heavy duty restaurant stuff. Okay, so I gotta. I guess I gotta go look into that. See how big that is. I hope it's not too big. It's like a small bucket. And walk on top of it. Hang on. What is it called? Portable stove furniture. Bucket. Walk on top of it. Okay, I think that's what I was talking about just now. Yeah. I think that's for indoors. That's the one that I have inside the mansion that I can't seem to put outside. What is this? Wait. Is this the... Oh, okay. Alright. I got confused for a moment. I thought this was... Oh, nice. Okay. I thought this was the one, like the actual challenge in this new region. Okay. So I guess it's not, because I remember that challenge was like pick up like the green orbs, and instead this one had a timer. Okay. That was confusing. Adepti Seeker Stove. Oh yeah, I think that's the one. Hang on. I'm gonna Google this real quick. Adepti Seeker Stove. Oh no, that's not... Okay, that's a different one. Hang on. Consumable gadget. Created through forging. Oh no, this is a gadget. This is not for the teapot. Yeah. This is not for... This is like for the overworld.
So it is where many things come to settle.
Hang on. I'm looking up the stuff that you guys are mentioning. Portable stove.
Osmanthus wine
Furniture.
tastes the same as I remember.
Oh.
But where are those
Okay.
who share?
Alright, it gave me IRL stuff. Portable stuff. Okay, so yeah. That one is like the one that I was talking about. Like that's for... It's for indoors. And you can't like put it outside. Small one. Heavy duty restaurant stove.
If you'd like to
Heavy
see
duty
Leroy's
restaurant
correspondence,
stove.
I have a few references.
This is for outdoors? It looks like an indoor thing. I think this is what Wang Ming? Wan Min? I don't know. I think this is what Wan Min has at his restaurant in Liyue. Hi, bye. Oh, okay. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man. Take care, Kaidahara. I think you can put it down. Oh, you mean like put it down? Will it stay though? Like, will it stay in your teapot? I've never actually used that gadget. Or sorry, yeah, I've never actually used that gadget. Never even... I don't know. I don't think I've even crafted it. It's just there. Oh, what? I have to admit, there is something oddly satisfying about these kinds of challenges. So, have you guys seen the banners? Have you guys seen the 3.7 banners? They've actually been announced. They've been posted on Twitter and in-game in the notice section. Oh yeah, that's right. Guys, the what is it called? Pre-installation is out. So if you guys are
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
don't want to have to deal with waiting for the thing to download when the update comes, yeah, pre-install. 1, 2. Ah, nice. I skipped the animation.
Stabilize.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Let me weave you a verse. Busted. Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
I did the pre-installation thing, and I'm disappointed.
Rain outlines your fate.
I had to move all 67 gigabytes of Genshin into my hard drive again. It's a bit annoying to have to do that, but I have a pretty strong feeling that I don't think I'm gonna be able to move it back into my SSD anymore. Nothing wrong with it really, other than slightly slower load times. But otherwise, the game's still very, very playable.
Quietly now. Things are about to get
Hey, what's up, Sudakar? Yo, what's up, man? Long time no see. How's it going? How's it going? How are you, man? When will 3.7 drop? Wednesday morning my time. That would be GMT plus 8. The maintenance break will... How do I kill this thing? Oh, there it is. The maintenance break will start... Genshin will... Yeah, Genshin will be on maintenance probably 4 or 5 a.m. Wednesday. This Wednesday. 4 a.m. this coming Wednesday. GMT plus 8. Depending on what time zone you're in. Might be a different time. Might even be Tuesday where you are. If you're in the West.
Here comes the catch. Witness the power.
Thank you. Sure. My pleasure. Niningguang. Okay. Interesting name, man. Hi, what's up, Shy Knight? How's it going, man? Anyone else summoning on Alhaitham and Kazuha weapon banner? I'm still... Well, I thought about it, and then I realized I have no more Primo Gems. I thought about it for a little bit. I think it was like last week, 2 weeks ago. Well, you know, as soon as the special program came out, like when it was finally like officially announced which 5 stars were rerunning. At that point, I thought about it a little bit, and then I realized, well, I don't have any primos, and we are getting dangerously close to Fontaine, which means the Hydro Archon. Right, and I would very much prefer to have more than enough Primo Gems when the Hydro Archon comes out, because the Hydro Archon is going to be the first Archon I will get on their initial release. Pretty much to date, I have skipped every single Archon on their initial release, and have only gotten them on their first rerun.
Lightning fall from the land of eternity. Emptiness awaits.
I also already have Kazuha across all my 3 accounts. Alhaitham would be nice. He's pretty good. And I actually, okay, the fact that he is one of the few like characters where Iron Sting, no, he's probably okay, he's like the only character I can think of that actually would like to use Iron Sting, and not just for the EM but the passive. It's actually usable on him, which would be interesting. Like, I mean, like, it's not about the aesthetic or whatever. I just want a character to want to use Iron Sting for not just the EM. One for Kazuha? Oh, I didn't know you didn't have Kazuha yet, Sudakar. Oh, waiting until 3.8 special program before summoning on that banner. Yeah, you're right. I feel like that would be like a wiser option, especially if you don't really care about Miko and Yoimiya. Did you hear? Oh my god. What is this rumor? That's interesting. Okay. I mean, they did they did tease underwater thing. They did tease a bit of underwater right at the end of the 3.7 special program. A lot of people probably missed it. They probably closed the stream as soon as they noticed it was ending, as soon as the voice actresses were saying goodbye. But I stayed put, although I didn't really watch it live, so I think it doesn't really count, but still I stayed. I only watched the VOD on YouTube. But it would make sense. I mean, so far we haven't gotten to with every version of Genshin from version 1, version 2, and version 2, we haven't gotten to 0.9 ever before like the next number 0.0. So it would make sense that Fontaine 4.0 is coming pretty soon,
Osmanthus wine tastes
and
the
it would
same
make
as I
sense, like
remember.
business-wise, game
But where are
development-wise,
those who share
just
in
you know, like just logically, right? Just logically, it would just make sense that they would have some sort of so it could be, yeah. That's, I think that's pretty new. Maybe not that new, like, because we do have like limited time areas already. Like we had the Golden Archipelago, yeah, Golden Apple Archipelago. We also had that Enkanomiya event, where it was a limited area, a limited time area. Technically, it was still a copy of Enkanomiya, but it was like a different Enkanomiya just for the event. So you know, technically, it counts as like a limited time area. I guess it's something similar to that. Might be an event, right? Probably an event. But yeah, it would make sense since we
Every
are
journey
at
has
point
its
8. Like
final
if
end.
there will be a point
Don't
8,
rush.
then it would make sense that they would do something like that, sort of like a dry run. Oh, before Inazuma, right? Before Inazuma was the Golden Apple Archipelago, where they gave us a taste of the Wave Rider. And like, I don't know if you guys were here at that time, but there was a sort of like not a glitch, but sort of like a
wine tastes
hack
the same as
for
I
the
remember.
Wave Rider. And
But where are those
where
who
so when
share
you sprint on a Wave Rider, you have a stamina, right? You have like the Wave Rider stamina, whatever it is called. But then like when you're running out of stamina, if you press space and then like just jump out and then just jump back in, just press F, jump back in, your stamina bar is going to be full again. So you pretty much have unlimited stamina with your Wave Rider. And then they realized that before they released Inazuma, because they released the Golden Apple Archipelago, a limited time area that tested out new features and stuff. So makes sense. They've done it before. You bet they're gonna do it again. Yeah, it's probably gonna be an event that they're gonna make a pretty big deal about. What the?
Let's light it up.
Why did burning not happen? That was weird.
Insignificant pest!
Oh, what the? Oh, come on, man. Give me burning.
Grow, grow, grow.
There you go.
My endless cycle begins!
Why do I keep losing burning? I just finished them off with burning, man. Never thought I'd see the day.
Stabilize. 1,000 eons.
Rerun, because I have guaranteed. Oh, that's pretty rough, man. That's pretty rough, because like while okay, I guess it's fine. Like if you're like me right now, for example, like me, I don't have any pre-modes at all across all my accounts. So I am kind of forced to have to skip like every character until then.
Filth.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that attack before. But if I did have primos and I was at guaranteed, then I would do exactly the same thing as you, like just pretty much skipping everyone until then. You know, for fear of losing my guaranteed
Stabilize.
and potentially losing out on the Hydro Archon.
Is pain. Solidify.
But if I wasn't on guaranteed and I had like plenty of primos to spare, I would probably maybe get at least one character.
Good riddance.
If there's a good one that comes before the Hydro Archon. Oh, you know what? Do this.
Stabilize.
All Archons and
Commit
Dainsleif.
it to memory.
What's okay? Dainsleif. Alright. Why is there a random Dainsleif in there? No, sorry, it's not Dainsleif, right? It's Dainsleif.
I was destined.
I mean, nothing against. Yeah, nothing against Dainsleif. Dainsleif design and character are pretty neat. And so far, Dainsleif is like the only, like, straight up, pure blood Khvarena that we've seen. Especially because like he's a pretty high-ranking Khvarena, so he, you know, it would stand to reason why his like, design is so unique that we haven't seen anyone similar to him. The only other like pure blood like Khvarena that we've seen was from the last like the Traveler quest. Care Bear. How do I find those quests? Here, I guess. Oh yeah. Traveler, yeah. Care. Ah, yeah. There you go. This one. What was his name? I can't remember. I think that's him. Yeah, the guy who created the Abyss Order, I guess.
Oh, wow. Where did that come from?
But then because like he did mention that he wasn't anyone special in Khaenri'ah. He mentioned that like when he realized who the twin was, who the Traveler was. Hey, what's up, Myriad? It has been a while. When he realized who the Traveler was, he mentioned that he wasn't anyone special, like that the Traveler wouldn't know who he was because he wasn't anyone special. Yes, I finally made it to a stream after so long. How did you remember me? Of course I do, man. Of course I do, Myriad. Yeah, it's not, you know, I'm not like one of those giant YouTubers that, you know, like probably won't recognize a single name because there are just so many names. Yeah, of course, I remember you guys. How's it going? How's it, how have you been doing, Myriad? Are you on your account right now or your friends? No, I don't need to be on my friend's account. Because my friend's account is on the EU server, so daily server reset over there is it's earlier by 6 hours than on my accounts, which are on the NA server. Hang on, let me think. Am I done? What have I not done? Cooking, forging, yeah, okay. I think we're... Yeah, that's it. Okay. Alright, just swapping accounts. Be right back. Oh, wait. What is this achievement I got? Oh, okay. It's finishing that world quest. Anyway, yeah, I already did weeklies and dailies on my friend's account. I'm okay. When I logged out of the account just now, I saw like some micro stutters, and then I just remembered that Genshin is on my hard disk drive again and not on my SSD anymore, because the pre-installation thing came up today, and I just don't have any more space on my SSD. I've been hooked on Star Rail. Oh, okay. I'm waiting for Kazuha. Yes, Kazuha is coming pretty soon. Yeah. Well, if in case you don't have any promos, you better thank your lucky stars that he's coming at least in the second half. So you got a chance to save at least a few primos before he comes. I'm at like 50 plus pity on Genshin right now. Okay, oh, that's pretty decent. Are you on guaranteed or 50-50? I'm gonna collect all the Dendroculi for the new area to get your statue level 10. No. I didn't even like I don't know. Like I feel like when Sumeru was released, I don't know, like some of the oculi were in pretty obscure places. Like there was one that was like very, very deep underground under this mountain, which you only had access to after a really long world quest, which didn't even like just pop up in your quest screen. Like you actually had to go out and like find it. So no, like I didn't even like bother to get all my oculi from the first part of Sumeru, let alone the desert, and you know I don't know. I don't know. It would be nice to get all statues to max, but then like the most important ones to me really are just the ones in Liyue and Mondstadt because of, you know, the stamina thing. Locked behind the R&R quest. Oh, that one. Oh, I'm not even talking about the R&R quest. Yeah, you're like, that's another thing too. Yes, you're right. There were a lot of areas that were part of the R&R quest where a lot of the oculi were locked behind. And I'm talking about like another thing, not the R&R quest. Like, so it's a world quest that's pretty long. Definitely not as long as the R&R quest, but still pretty long. Pretty long. A lot of like going here, going there, coming back, and it was pretty long. It's very, very deep underground, under the mountain that I pointed out. Where the final battle, you had to fight the very weird, very out of place. You had to fight the perpetual mechanical array, and it was underground in Sumeru. Right? Like weird, right? Perpetual mechanical array. You know, the boss, the boss that drops Ayaka's ascension mats in Sumeru. I was very surprised when I did the quest actually. I thought it was the first half. No. The first half, no, it was like it was in the special program, so we already knew that it would be Yoimiya and Miko coming up first, and then Alhaitham and Kazuha for the second half. And the banners, the first half banners, were officially announced today.
Solidify.
In the notice thing in game and on Twitter. On the Genshin Twitter account.
Get dicey. Quietly now. Like dead. Weak.
The eye sweeps the land. Shattered.
Oh, well, that's not ready.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain.
This ends now. Weak. Yoimiya crumbles before me.
Hola, te amo. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Mikoimi. What's up, man? Hello. How are you doing? Te amo. If I'm remembering, no, I don't remember what it means, but from what I remember, it means something good or something sweet. Although I could be completely wrong, and I look like an idiot right now. But hey, that's what entertainment's about. before the new regions released in the previous region. Yeah, like I think that is kind of what turned me off of oculi hunting in Sumeru, because and I probably would have actually put in the effort to find all the oculi in here if I got all the oculi here in the forest part of Sumeru. But then again, like, because a lot of it was locked behind the R&R quest, the ones behind the R&R quest, sure, I kind of, like, when I saw an oculi on my minimap, I, like, tried really hard to go get it before I proceeded with the R&R quest, because I was pretty sure it was, like, somewhere in there. And it was somewhere in there, like, very deep underground somewhere. That I would likely never ever find again if I didn't get it there, get it then and there. And not only that too, but like some of them, like the one that I mentioned under this mountain, that was, yeah, it was pretty deep. Like it wasn't even just underground; it was underground and underwater, which you would have to drain by doing like the certain part of the world quest. And yeah, because I wasn't able to get all the oculi here before this came out, it kind of just turned me off. Oh, very unusual. All my dailies are in the desert. Very, very unusual. Yeah, okay. Thank goodness I still kind of remember what it meant. That's so sweet of you, Miko. How are you, man? You got Ganyu's bow by accident? How do you get it by accident? What? How do you get it by accident? Like, okay. When you wish on a weapon banner that has a certain weapon, oh, of course there's gonna be a chance that you're gonna get that weapon. You can't accidentally wish on a banner, because it's RNG. You can't accidentally win. But congratulations. I hope you have Ganyu. If not Ganyu, then at least Tainari, because I don't... Oh, or I guess Yoimiya. Yoimiya and I guess Tartaglia are okay users of Amos bow. Tartaglia is not the greatest user of it, because like... his DPS doesn't really, like... most of his DPS doesn't really come from... his normal attacks or charged attacks. I guess Riptide, sure, a decent chunk of his DPS, his on-field DPS, but I don't know what Riptide is calculated as. Is it calculated as skill damage? Is it calculated as burst damage, normal charged attack damage? I don't know. I'm going to uninstall Star Rail now. Oh my god, that's awful. 3.59 gigabytes. That's probably okay. 3.59. No, I think that is the final size. Yeah. Oh, that's mobile, right? No. I don't think that's the final size. I think that's like the double size that they tell you that they need, because so okay. Here's the thing, right? 3.8 isn't, no, sorry, 3.7 isn't live yet, which means they still need to have the 3.6 game files in there. No. Okay. Well. Okay, we got it. It's fine. They still need the 3.6 files in there, which means the 3.7 files, game files, that are going, some of them, not all of them, but some of them are going to replace the 3.6 game files, haven't replaced them yet, because we still need the 3.6 game files, because 3.6 is still here. So basically what happens is, when they replace it, they can't just delete the old one before they put in the new one first. right? Like there, that okay. I'm no game developer. I'm no programmer, and obviously I haven't worked for MiHoYo. Otherwise, like, yeah, you would hear me talk about it, unless if I was under some sort of NDA or something. Oh, what is this immune to? Dendro, okay. But then this, like, I do understand like a little bit about game development because I used to be at least just a 3D modeler really for a startup company. Wasn't really a game we were developing, but it was similar to a game. And because it was such a small team, we often like had meetings all together, like everyone, just so everyone understood what everyone was doing, to make sure that none of what the other was doing would make things hard for someone later down the line. So it's, while they could, like, when they have like the install thing, like it does it automatically, right? Obviously, like we don't need to go in there and manually delete files and replace them. It just all happens automatically. So it would be a lot safer to add the new files before they delete the old ones. So at some point there will be a point where you would have the old files and the new files on your storage, and then it has to do what is it called, like there you can actually see it, like it actually says it when you're updating. There is downloading. Obviously the first part is it downloads it. Next part is it installs it, and then there's like a verifying files, I believe that is the word that they put there. Verifying game files, verifying file integrity, game file integrity, or any word similar to that. And that is the point where they make sure that the newly installed files are functional. Okay, Techno guy. I'm sorry, I'm just nerding out, man. Also, long time no see, Mia. How's it going, man? And yeah, like, and once this is typically especially if you're running on an SSD, this is typically like the slowest part. And if you're on an HDD, you are very much going to notice that this is actually the slowest part. Because it's not just like, I forgot about another part too, is there's a part where they also uncompress stuff, either uncompress or unzip, depending on whatever word they choose to put in there. And that is them, like, because obviously they would prefer to have a smaller file size that everyone is going to download off of Hoyo servers, because that would save them a lot of bandwidth, plus the fact that it saves them a little bit of storage on their side, because it's like a smaller file size overall that they would have to save, they would have to keep on their servers, that where everyone is going to download it from. It's going to save them a ton of bandwidth. When like all, like, how many of us are there? Like 1, 5, 10 million players download the update.
What are my orders?
So once it downloads, it has to, like, so basically before they put it up on their servers, the update files, they have to compress it before they put it there, so that it would be a smaller file size, and potentially save themselves a ton of bandwidth, and save a lot of players, especially the players that have a slower download speed, a lot of time. And then afterwards, it would be the processor's job to uncompress that. I'm still missing daily commissions there. Some accidentally got Baiju. Like how? Yeah, you're right. I know, right? They mistake Baiju banner for Naida banner, or what? Okay, I will
Some
admit
made
there
by
there are
transferring
some people
commodities
that
back.
okay nowadays that
Those
you know
that come
because now
across
we
me
have double
tend to stay
banners,
a
right?
while,
Some
though it is
people
where many things come to
do
settle.
like accidentally wish on not the 5-star banner that they want. Like in this case, for example, we currently have what do we have now? Ganyu and Baiju? Yeah, Ganyu and Baiju. Like they get super excited. They just see Ganyu's face over here and then they wish. And then they forget that they forget that they're on Baiju's banner. I will admit that's a possibility. But as for the weapon banner, like saying like you accidentally like what you accidentally did this. Yeah, no, that's an active choice. There's like, it's a choice that you actively made. Guess who's talking a lot? And you didn't even say hi to me? Well, that's, you know, I typically kind of ignore people when they start rambling. I just don't have enough of an attention span. Oh, what the? I've never done that before. I just don't have enough of an attention span to where I can play a video game, ramble about technical knowledge that I'm not an expert at. I'm just like, you know, mildly familiar with. And read words, especially because reading is very much one of my biggest weaknesses. Yeah, I'm not a reader, man. Obviously I know how to read, but I'm not that kind of person. Oh man, I really hoped that it would take me anywhere closer to here, but whatever. Also, hi Mia. Anyway, yeah, long time no see, Mia. How's it going? How's it going?
It's time to pull.
I got Baiju when building pity. It's best if you're pity. If you build pity with 0 to 30. I don't get that, by the way. Like, okay, obviously I understand what building pity means, but if you don't want a 5-star, the 5-star on a banner, why do you wish on it? Why don't you just build pity on the banner of the 5-star that you want? Because you don't get the 5-star on a banner only when you hit pity. There is always a chance to get the 5-star on the banner. Every wish has the same chance to get the 5-star on the banner, right? Like it's literally written right here. I think it's like 0.06%. Details, yeah, here. Let's see. Is this right? Oh yeah, here. Right, 0.6% chance to get the 5-star that you get. The 5-star that's on the banner. Every wish. And the soft pity that everyone talks about is, I guess, it's just. It seems like, okay, so you know how in Star Rail, okay, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard it somewhere. In Star Rail, it's actually like official knowledge. It's like officially written that when you get to a certain point in pity, your chances of getting the 5-star on the banner, they increase after, like, I guess after every wish, after a certain point. Whereas in Genshin, I think that is also the case. The only difference is that I think they just didn't write it down. So it's not like official knowledge, but it is like pretty widely known. And that's what players refer to as soft pity. You gotta hand it to MiHoYo. They're pretty good at trying making content that keeps your attention, no matter how boring it is. Because that daily commission always gets me to not be able to look at chat even a little.
Thank you for
Whenever the squirrel, is it a squirrel? I don't know. What a weasel. Whenever the weasel's underground, and I find it annoying, but I also have to commend them on like just how creative the idea is and how effective it is at keeping people's attention despite not being like super challenging. And obviously that's what a game dev wants. That's what, well, I guess that's what all artists want, right? Well, while a game dev, like, you know, a game developer like Hoyoverse, MiHoYo, whatever, it's a business. But in a way, the people that make these video games are a form of artists. Right? They are some form. It is like game development is some form of artistry, because there is a certain amount of creativity required to come up with your ideas. Unless if you just, you know, unless if you just don't and just copy ideas from other people. I also recently found out about this game. It's from NetEase. I don't know if you guys know NetEase. It's a Korean game dev, and it's actually a pretty old game developer. Maybe not as old as like Konami and other game developers like that, but it's a pretty old one, not a very new one. And what was it called? Egg Party. Yeah, Egg Party. And they may as well have announced a Fall Guys. They may as well have announced it as a Fall Guys imitation. It really is very much Fall Guys. I believe it's only in China. I'm not sure if it's being released in other countries, but it is very much a Fall Guys replica.
Solidify.
I don't know what the Chinese name is, like how to say it, but when I translated it, it translated to Egg Party.
Wind strike.
quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
I think Baiju is the most average 5-star. Average, maybe. I would say he might be one of the most average 5-star supports. Yeah, because like there are pretty other like 5-stars that I would say are average, but some of them are DPSs. You know, like Ito is a pretty decent 5-star DPS, but because he is very limited to Geo teams, then in my book it makes him feel average. Some people want some of the 4-stars. Okay, well, right. That's, you know, that's understandable. But then, like, I don't know, like, it just to me, because like there's just no way you're gonna be able to guarantee getting a 4-star. You could get weapons and off-banner 4-stars even after getting like C6. There's always a chance that could happen. It's highly unlikely it'll happen, but there's always a chance that you're just gonna get weapons and off-banner 4-stars from 0 to C6 of whatever banner you're pulling on. In fact, it happened to me where I got the 5-star. I got one copy of a 5-star, and I got one copy of the 4-star that I wanted. But I got C7 of the other 4-stars on the banner. but I only got one copy of the 4-star that I wanted. It was on the Nahida banner. On this account, I'm on the 3rd account right now. On this account, I lost 50-50. I went from like, I think it was like 20 pity to getting my 5-star, losing 50-50, and then going all the way back up to almost hard pity, and finally getting Nahida. Throughout the whole process, I only got one copy of Kuki. Right, so I don't know. I guess I understand some people have a bit more tolerance for risk, and I understand some people, they might, or some people feel like, or they might actually do, have accounts that are a little bit luckier than others. I cannot say that I have definite proof that some accounts are luckier than others, but I feel like some accounts are luckier than others in one way or another.
Let it be known that divinity is mine. Perish!
Oh, that was too early.
Let's light it up!
Churn!
Man, okay, I keep messing up the timing. Oh, what? But okay, I ran out of Dendro. Hello there. Yo, what's up, Scorpier? How's it going, man? I did spin on the banner for Fischl. Ah, did you get Fischl, Ramlai? Does anyone know next banner 4-star characters? Next one, it's already out. It's already out, babes? Bavish? I'm sorry, man. Bavish? Yeah, it is already out. Okay, well, I can't see it right now. But yeah, look in your Paimon menu and in the notice section.
Mine to dominate.
In the is it events? No, it's not in events. But I forgot the wording for it. But yeah, it's in game, in the in-game notice thing. Anyway, in case you're not in game, you can also check out their Twitter account. They always announce their banners over there. And in case you're not on Twitter, or you don't follow Genshin on Twitter, which I'm not telling you to follow them, but in case you aren't, the 4 stars are it's not full yet. Chongyun, Yunjin, and Kirara. I understand Yunjin because she's like for Yoimiya, but then like Chongyun, Chongyun's a weird choice in there. But then like they always have to put a weird 4-star in there because Kirara is an understandable choice because she's a new 4-star, and because Dendro, sure, I guess you could say it works with Yoimiya, because Yoimiya is an off-field Electro, so there is a way you could make her work with Kirara, who is an on-field Dendro.
Not possible.
But then Chongyun's like the weird choice in there.
Stabilize.
Chongyun's E can't even infuse Yoimiya because she's a bow user.
Commit it to memory. No touching.
Oh no.
Let's light it up.
Okay, well, whatever. Oh, you know what? I'm panicking. I'm panicking. We're fine.
I was destined for more.
Great. first phase banners because the 4 stars are pretty bad. Unless if they really want Yoimiya. I know a lot of people, well, not a lot, but there are the people that do like Yoimiya really like her. And understandable. She's actually a really, like, her character is really good. And she's pretty good in, she's actually a pretty good 5-star. The only reason why people aren't, you know, like, hailing her like as much as they do Hu Tao and like these other 5-star, like these other pyro characters, is because the fact that Hu Tao is there. But if Hu Tao didn't exist, I'd be willing to bet Yoimiya, like we would all be hailing Yoimiya as like the best 5-star pyro. Well, other than Xiangling, of course, and Bennett. Well, you know, but then again, it would be unfair because Xiangling and Bennett are like 6-star characters. Barbara, Noel, and Xiangling. They might actually. It definitely sounds like something that they would do. And it doesn't sound too far off of what Hoyo would do. I got Ganyu on my alt. Yo, congrats, Scorpier. What the? Oh no. Okay. So I wasn't paying attention. I forgot that I'm not in my overworld team anymore. So I was holding E on number 4 because that's Mahjong Li in the overworld team.
Quietly now. Let me weave you a verse.
And apparently it wasn't Zhongli. Zero, 1, swap. Yay, nice. Death Destroyer, the Destroyer to that? Wow. How'd you do that, man?
No, my sword. Ring cutter.
Give me a better burst, man. Why is it so bad? Okay. I cannot argue with that. It is pretty bad. In fact, I only have one account that I have access to that has Yoimiya, and it's not my account, it's my friend's account. And whenever I use Yoimiya over there, I kind of just treat Yoimiya as like a character that doesn't have a burst. Like even if it's there, even if it's like alright, like usable, I just don't find myself ever using it because I just feel like it doesn't do anything. I mean, like, I don't even know what it does. Like, I guess I know that it kind of does damage, but I don't know how it works or how it does damage, when it does damage. I don't know because I just don't really care about it.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's not over. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to use these.
Things are about to get dicey. Rain outlines your fate.
Pass the particles. Okay. Diluc is eternal. Of course. Well, for you, your Diluc is eternal. But then, because like you know, like your Diluc's insane, right? But then, like for the rest of us mortals, Diluc is insane if you build him well enough. Like, yeah, I would have to add that statement in to make it true for the rest of us mortals. I'm back. Yo, welcome back, Genshin. Good to see you again, man. But I can't ever hit anything with Yoimiya burst when I use her. Okay. Alright, and yet another another reason why I never ever press Q when I'm on Yoimiya. It's just, I don't know, like it just takes up so much time. Like the burst animation, it's not the longest burst animation, but I don't know, like I feel like it doesn't do anything. Bookner's Paradise. Yo, long time no see, man. How's it going? How's it going? What's up, RJ? Hey, good to see you again, Raj. How are you, man? My alt is AR21. I don't know what to do with Ganyu. Okay, all right. I have to say, I understand the feeling. While not a character as good as Ganyu, the Asia account, like that's like on the same account as my main one. The Asia server of my main account has Venti, but I think it's like AR25 or something, and I really do not want to like play on it, like at least not seriously, because I do not want to go through any of the quests ever again. There are so many. I don't have the time for it. I don't have the patience for it, and it's not even fun anymore because I've pretty much done all of it 3 times already, at least 3 times. I've done quite a few of them 4 times, so I'm not doing it again a 5th time. Am I forgetting something? I'm at 30 resin already. I think I've done Inazuma, I think. Yeah, I did. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. I am no longer bound by the skill issue. Yeah, right. Yeah, but like that's the thing, is like there is that too, the skill issue, and not just the skill issue. There's also the luck issue. Some of us just haven't been blessed by the luck issue, with good enough stuff for Diluc, and some of us were not born blessed with the anti skill issue when we were born. So our Diluc can only be eternal with the right amount of investment. With enough investment, which is a lot. I'm fine. What about you? I'm good, man. I'm good. Not completely good. I still have a cold, but at least I'm not. It's almost like I'm almost completely better. I'm still not happy about about what happened. Like I caught a cold last week, and a few days ago, like 4 or 5 days ago, I was already like almost fully recovered, and then all of a sudden, I have no idea why or how it happened. The cold got much worse again. Either that, or I caught another cold while still not fully recovered of another cold, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, here I am. Finally, almost fully recovered from it. And it's still kind of annoying. I hate the stuffy feeling that I have in my nose and like on my forehead, like between my eyebrows. It's like I hate it. Yeah, and for the past few days, it's been really tiring to speak. It feels like I'm having to like push so much harder just to say things as loudly as I normally do. I have 3 IDs. Oh, you do? Okay. How do you feel about playing 3 accounts actively, Death? I can't even do the quest 1 time. Okay. Understandable. Understandable. I can't blame you for that. Also, how come you can't use Aura's Blaze effect with Yoimiya? Which makes no sense, I swear. What is Aura's Blaze? What is that? I'm so sorry, man. I don't know like the names. Most of it, like I I don't know the names of almost any abilities in the game. Like the only ability that I guess I could remember is the Kazuha slash, because like the name, right? Like I don't even remember Chihaya Buru. Kazuha slash probably the most. What is this? Oh, okay. I guess I forgot to claim that. Yeah, like I guess I remember Deluxe, like E, Searing Onslaught. Who else's do I remember? No, no one. I don't know. I just can't remember for like to save my life. I cannot remember any abilities names in Genshin. Which reminds me, by the way, it reminds me of a stupid video that Mogati made long time ago, probably more than a year ago. He made this video. It was like an Ibis video, well, mostly an Ibis video, but he was also doing dailies. Every time he had to use an ability, he had to say its name. He had to say it out loud. It was like the dumbest. It was funny. It was funny, at least to me, but it was so stupid. Like the dumbest challenge. One of the dumbest challenges I've ever seen in Genshin. Like to actually have to say out the name of the ability or burst that you're using. And he just happened to use Zhao, and alright, the thing with Zhao is, so I don't quite understand it, but I think you can have like 2 stacks or 2 uses of his E, right? I don't remember. I don't fully understand Zhao's kit because I've never ever owned a Zhao before. I think there's like a passive somewhere. I don't know, but oh yeah, here. I start. You always have 2 charges of Zhao's E, and like look at how long that name is. Imagine spamming those 2 E's and saying lemnistatic wind cycling every time while playing Abyss. you have to remember the other names' abilities. I have to admit, it was pretty entertaining watching him. He's he sounded like a Naruto character, like yelling out their abilities. Rasengan, Chidori. I only have 3. I can't. I don't want to use it now.
Osmanthus wine.
Oh, stop. Why are Genshin server always high ping? Doesn't matter which server I connect to. That depends on a lot of things, Baviz. So the first and most obvious one is obviously like what kind of internet connection you're using, right? Are you using mobile data or are you using wired Wi-Fi? If you are using wired Wi-Fi, how good is your Wi-Fi? If you're using mobile data, how good is your cell service provider's like data connectivity in your area? And where are you? Are you in an elevator? Are you in a basement? Are you on the ground floor of a 4-story building in the middle room? Right? That depends. That depends on a lot of things, and not just that. That part is only like only on your end. The other another part of it is also your location relative to the data centers, whichever data centers that are hosting Genshin servers near you. Like I don't know, like I'm sure they have some sort of algorithm to decide which data center you are going to be connected to based on your geolocation, based on your IP address. and not your local IP address, but your wide area network. No, what? Not local. Your wide area network IP address, which you typically don't have easy access to. Typically, it's only your ISP that has access to that, and many of the other like online services that need that information, for you to be able to access their website or their services. But yeah, mostly has something to do with location. More directly, also has something to do with your the state of your internet connection. Hereby devote thee luck, so thou shan't suffer from bad luck. Oh, that would be awesome. I humbly accept thy devoted luck, so thy shan't suffer from bad luck anymore. I don't know if that made any sense. Is the effect that goes on an enemy after Yoimiya burst? Oh, that's what it's called. Like the little like firecracker thing that gets on enemies. Hey, what's up, Curry? How's it going, man? Okay. You know what? Instead of like running around and doing nothing, I should. Okay. I guess we could start talking about the banners, which I think I should have done like an hour ago. Okay. Well, let's pause on some screen where no one's gonna talk our ear off. Let's pause on like a nice looking screen. All right. How about this character that doesn't exist? Yeah. I'm playing on a private server and I'm like, yeah, this is a character that doesn't exist. Yeah, because apparently Hoyo doesn't want to rerun her, like even after like more than 500 days. Alright, thank you, Unrevealed. Appreciate it, man. Where I live in India and I have a wire, Wi-Fi speed, 100 Mbps anytime, and know I live in a simple room at my hostel. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it's probably your geolocation then, Bavish. Yeah, probably your geolocation. You're probably not anywhere. Well, depending on how high or how low your ping is, you're probably a certain distance. Like you're probably not very near any like of their data centers. Another thing about it too is speed is different from latency. So while you could have like a gigabit connection, but if your latency is bad, is high, then latency is like one of the more is more important when it comes to games. When it comes to game ping, obviously you need at least a certain amount of speed to be able to like transmit and download upload and download data back and forth between your device and their servers. But once you like reach whatever speed is necessary for however much data needs to be uploaded and downloaded, like while playing a certain video game, the most important one is latency. And of course, latency can be latency between your device and your ISP, your device, or sorry, not your device, your modem and your ISP, and obviously the ping is immediately like the latency between your device and the Hoyo servers. But then if your modem's latency between your the latency between your modem and your ISP is high already, then automatically that's your like minimum latency towards anything else that you do. I'm pulling on weapon banners. Oh, which one? Are you pulling on the Yoimiya weapon banners, Scorf? I really wish good luck on you. Oh, thank you, Unrevealed. Yeah. I mean, like, Hoyo's not gonna increase our chances, right? Like, their rates for RNG. So we might as well all wish each other luck. Like this, we're not getting any more luck from Hoyo. There's no chance of that happening anymore. And spend some time with my little sis real quick. Oh, alright. That is so sweet of you. What a sweet elder sibling. Alright, take care of Bookner's Paradise. I need Rust. Rust. I haven't actually taken a look at the weapon manners. I kind of just opened it. I got it ready, but I didn't really look at it. Have some candy? Yo, thanks, Freds. I don't know. You have to learn a whole chapter to understand ping. I mean, kind of. But basically, you can kind of visualize it as like how quickly data can go from your device to the servers of whoever's service you are using, and coming back to your device. Right, because like when you play Genshin, obviously it's a single player game, yeah, but then it also, like, I don't know why there's no Genshin offline. It's a single player game. I feel like you should be able to play Genshin offline, but they don't. So everything that you do in Genshin apparently has to sync up with what their servers know of your account, like where your character is, which teleporter you teleported to, when you log out, where did you leave your character. And I guess like that, you like they could have made that offline, like that, you know, pretty much like every other like offline single player game, but they didn't. And I guess I understand, maybe it's for like security reasons. It's a lot easier, no, it's a lot harder to use cheats on a game that's always connected to their servers than a game that is just offline. But yeah, just basically think of it as like how quickly information can go from your device to their servers back to your device. That's pretty much what ping is. And of course, like, how does it go there, right? You also have to think about like where it's going, the physical location, because while you know, because of fiber optic technology, internet's pretty fast nowadays, but then there is still the limit of how fast it can go. While the speed of light is pretty fast, and data traveling through fiber optic cables goes pretty fast. It goes, you know, pretty close to the speed of light. But there are also, it's not just one single strand of wire going from your device to Hoyo's server and back. It's a bunch of, like, there are basically a bunch of imagine it as like a highway. The highway is like the wires, but then like there are parts of that highway where you have to pass through toll gates. And typically on a highway, these toll gates are like major choke points. They're major bottlenecks. RJ, when what? Sorry, Raj. When what? I have no luck on 5 stars, but I really need the rest R5. Okay, well, why don't we, let's see, is Rust, okay, Rust is here. If you need Rust R5, then I'm assuming you either have or want to get Yoimiya. And if you do have Yoimiya and or want Yoimiya, while getting R5 Rust is nice, wouldn't you rather have Thundering Pulse? I mean, there is always a chance that you could get Thundering Pulse, but then again, there's also a chance that you can get Kagura's Verity or a standard 5-star, but you know, we don't talk about that. Amos R1. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. R5 Rust, I think. I'm not sure. I think R5 Rust out damages R1 Amos on Yoimiya. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. Someone tell me if I'm wrong. Anyway, there's not a lot to talk about these banners. Other than Chongyun's a weird choice in there. He's probably like the trash 4-star that they typically put on banners. Well, Chongyun's not that bad. Like he used to be. Isn't Chongyun like part of like the OG national team? I think he is. Yeah. The OG national team was like just basically a melt team, like Bennett, Xiangling, Chongyun, and Kaya. And this was way before, way back then, before Yoimiya, before Rosario was released. Yeah, so Chongyun was like part of the OG national. So yeah, Chongyun can't be that bad. He's not great, but he's not that bad either. It's just that like he just doesn't have like any reason to be on this banner. Like for example, if you're pulling on this banner and you would want to get like all the 4-stars here and maybe one of these 5-stars and like are thinking of like coming up with a team with them, it's say you're on a new account and you have a very limited selection of characters, then you would want to have at least like all the characters that are on the banner. Chongyun's a weird one, doesn't really have any synergy with any of them. Yunjin at least has synergy, like it has very good synergy with Yoimiya. And Kirara at least has could alright, could have some synergy with Miko, but not a lot. I don't look at leaks. In fact, I actively try to avoid seeing them, so I have no idea what she does other than what we already know from the special program. From what we understand, she's basically a Dendro Sayu, but instead of being a healer, she's a shielder. But then the fact that she's Dendro makes her a little bit better than Sayu. But then again, Sayu's Animo, so if you don't have an Animo unit, another Animo unit that is that can use for Viridescent, then that kind of puts her on par with Kirara as well in terms of value. Yeah, but you basically a Dendro Sayu. Although I guess I could Kirara's burst, I don't know what the scaling will be. It might actually do damage, but then again, I'm not expecting it to. I want 52% more damage, but Rust is 80% damage. 52% more damage, Rust is 80% damage. Okay, so I'm sorry, where's the 52% coming from? Good night, kind sir. Oh, alright. Thanks for hanging out with us, Unrevealed. Good night, man. The passive on Amos. Wait a moment. The passive on Amos? Is it damage percent? Wait, it's not damage percent, isn't it? Like, I mean, I know that there is some damage percent in there, but does it actually get to 52%? Okay, 12%. In the air up to, wait. Further 8% every 0.1 seconds. For up to 5 times. 8 times 5, 40, 52. You're basically telling me up to. you just, yeah, up to. Okay. You're definitely, especially on Yoimiya, your arrows are definitely not going to be in the air for more than 0.5 seconds. So no. Absolutely not. You are never gonna get 52% damage percent on Amos. So- yeah, no, you're never gonna get 52% on Amos bow, especially on Yoimiya. Worst case scenario, you get 0.1, so you get 20% damage percent. Well, Amos does have something over Rust, and Rust is not a high base attack 4-star. So it's a pretty low base attack 4-star. Obviously, it's not the lowest base attack 4-star. Lowest base attack 4-star is at 454 at level 90, whereas Rust has 510 at level 90. It's not bad, but it's also not high. Right? A high base attack 4-star is 565, which is something that Fav Lance has. There are higher base attack 4-stars, which is the Alley Flash, which has 620. But then again, we're not talking about Alley Flash here, aren't we? Rust only has 510 base attack. It does have attack percent, but Amos has more attack percent, right? Amos has more attack percent and starts with a higher base attack. So while I don't know how to do Genshin math, that's why, and this is the reason why I don't know which one would do more damage. Would it be R1 Amos or R5 Rust? I'm willing to bet that, I guess it might depend on your stat distribution of your artifacts and your team. Because if your team has a lot of attack buffs and if your artifacts have a lot of attack percent substats on it already, then Amos bow, because it doesn't have a lot of damage percent, the attack percent on Amos bow is like immediately going to get cut off. When you reach the point of diminishing returns, whereas Rust, because it's damage percent, it's more damage percent and less attack percent. The damage percent is less likely to reach the point of diminishing returns. But if you are, what is it called? If your team doesn't have a lot of attack buffs and your substats don't have a lot of attack percent, then you are less likely to reach the point of diminishing returns on attack percent. In which case, I think Amos might outdamage R5 Rust. But that depends. I don't know the math, so I cannot say I'm correct or not. Yep. I don't know if you guys understood that. If Genshin was offline, then the game has to store all that data on your device, and it would it'd be pretty bad, as Genshin is already 22 gigabytes in mobile. It wouldn't have to store all that data though if it was offline, because like it already stores. Okay, so I guess some part of it isn't stored on your device, such as like what quests you've finished. Yeah, so like but those are basically text files. Like those are basically text files, like because it's just information on like which point of which quests you've finished. Yeah, but then as for the actual like quest, what is it called? The quest files, like for example, audio from dialogue, right? Those still are going to be in the game, whether Genshin is offline or like, online. Because like they, like it would be like it would be nice though if those assets were just on Genshin server, and when we needed them, we would basically just be streaming them. But then, like, what if your connection was weird? What if your connection wasn't stable? You'd be playing a quest, and then like the the animations wouldn't match the dialogue because like your internet, like I don't know, you go into an elevator and your audio, the dialogue is buffering, and your animations are playing smoothly. So yeah, a lot of the quest assets are stored on your device already. The only information that would change if I guess the only things that would change if Genshin was offline would be it would be easier to modify game files, basically make cheats. And then I guess it would be like a few more, at least like 1 gigabyte more to save, like no, probably not gigabyte. No, it's just text files. A few 100 megabytes more to save data such as like where you left your character when you logged out, how much energy they had, what team you had, stuff like that. And I don't think they would make it so that it would store like historical data as to like how many times you changed your team, what teams you changed to, etc. So I doubt that data would just be unnecessary, so they would just delete that data. Yeah, there would be much of a difference, I think, in like if Genshin was like offline. The biggest difference would probably just be the ease of how easily you would be able to make cheats for the game. My attack on me is 2900 3k with pyro. That's a lot of attack. Okay, I don't mind losing attack. I wonder who plays Genshin on an elevator. I mean, oh, you would be surprised, Scorefear. You would be very surprised, my friend. So why I don't know. Hey, what's up, Ghost? Long time no see, man. Hello. How are you? You would be very surprised, Scorf. I don't know where you're from, but apparently, in China, and probably in Korea and Japan too. I'm willing to bet Korea and Japan too. Apparently, I can definitely confirm that in China, some elevators in some buildings, especially what is it called? Malls and commercial buildings, like really large commercial office buildings. Cell service providers actually have antennas. Like, I don't know what they're called. I'm sure they're not called antennas. They have infrastructure in elevators in some really large commercial office buildings and malls. So when you go into an elevator in these buildings, your internet's fine. Like if you're on a video call with someone, you go into an elevator, it's fine. But of course, not all service providers have it on all elevators, etc. Right? Like someone might have a good experience in the elevator in this mall, but someone else on a different service provider may not have the same experience. Yeah, I've never heard of anything like that in the Philippines. Never. Right? In fact, someone pretty well known, pretty famous in the Philippines, he mentioned this. He just told this story, this really quick story of his trip to Japan. He said that he goes into like the second floor, like second level down, in an underground parking lot. He still has data, really good data, as if he was above ground. In the Philippines, you walk into the front door of a condo, you're not getting any signal. You're not getting any signal. Like, you probably won't even be able to send your text message. Not like a DM or an IM or a PM through like an internet-based messaging software, but actually a text message. It's so dumb. I'm great. How are you? I'm good, man. Not completely good. I'm not completely recovered yet. I caught a cold like a week, 2 weeks ago. Annoying because like I was almost fully recovered, and then for some reason I either got very much worse like all of a sudden, or I caught another cold before my last one fully recovered, and then now here I am. I haven't check. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the infrastructure is like in Czech, but I know that I can definitely confirm that in China. I'm pretty sure Korea has better internet than China, so I'm willing to bet that Korea also has the same thing. And Japan's pretty high tech, so I'm pretty sure Japan has the same thing too. Yeah. Anyway, I guess not much else we could say about the banners. I guess we should talk about the weapon banners. Weapon banners, I guess these two weapons are not bad. Yeah, they're both crit damage weapons, so they're really not bad at all. Even if you don't have Yoimiya and or Miko. Yeah, I guess Festering Desire and Kagura's Verity, obviously you can't fully maximize them if you don't have Yoimiya or Miko. There are certain characters that can maximize either of these weapons. For example, first character I can think of, Kagura's Verity. Naida could, I'm not sure. I forgot what Kagura's Verity exactly does, but I think Naida could actually, an on-field Naida could actually fully maximize Kagura's Verity. Lisa, sure, Lisa. Yeah. As for the other the 4 stars on it though, they're not bad. Aquamaru, pretty good stat stick. I think it's decent on Beidou, but then because this is an attack weapon, that would mean you'd have to use an ER Sands, and you would need a pretty good amount of ER substats as well to be able to refresh or to get her burst back on cooldown. Yeah, but otherwise I think it's a good stat stick. Dragon's Mane, pretty good pole arm, especially on actually EM yeah, EM Shogun, sure. Toma as well, but then there are also other EM pole arms in the game, so it's not the only EM pole arm in the game. It is, however, the best 4-star on Hu Tao, but then it's because it doesn't have any crit in it. It makes it so that you need to have really good artifacts on Hu Tao before before you can fully take advantage of Dragon's Bane's EM and damage percent from the passive. With Sith, really good catalyst, as well as Rust. Of course, Rust is because it's a normal attack weapon and it's anti-charged attack, so pretty niche 4-star bow, but on the characters it is good on. It's really good. I guess the weapon banner is not bad. Thunder Impulse is good for child. I think he can. Yeah, he can fully maximize Thundering Pulse, right? Yeah. All right. It's not actually a bad. It's not a bad weapon banner. Character banner, very very Miko, not bad. Miko's pretty good, but then you'd really have to like her playstyle to actually want to play her. Yoimiya, pretty simple. Press E, spam click. Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why the people that do like Yoimiya actually really like her, other than liking her character. Anyway, we seem to... So this was also one of the things that was tweeted on the Genshin Impact Twitter, on Genshin Impact Twitter, on their Twitter page. Apparently, we're getting an event bow, another limited 4-star weapon in 3.7, and it's a high base attack 4-star too, which is almost always nice. Not all the time. Sometimes you want a low base attack weapon, like for example Favonius bow is a low base attack 4-star, which is good because it means you have a lot you have a high substat. It's a high substat weapon. You have a lot of ER on Fav bow, which is typically what you're after on Fav bow, ER. Character's elemental mastery will increase by 40 within 6 seconds after charged attacks hit opponents. You can stack up to 2 times. So okay, so it's a self-buffing weapon. I guess it's okay on official, but then again, you'd have to do charged attacks. So okay, hang on. Let's go back to Genshin. Who is this usable on?
Wherever in this world.
Bow. Okay. Charged attack. Who uses charged attacks in here? Obviously, Ganyu. I guess Tartaglia. But then again, you don't really need Dendro on Tartaglia. The attack percent though from the substat is okay, I guess. But the EM is eh. Ganyu, I guess Melt Ganyu, sure. EM, why not? Good. And I guess Farazan, like if you want to take advantage of the charged attack thing that she gets from her passive, I think it's a passive. Oh yeah, this thing, or passive, passive slash skill, because like she gets like a bit of crowd control after when you use a charged attack, a full charged attack after using your skill, and then like the charge time is reduced by 60% after using your skill, so it's okay, I guess. And then EM is like, you know, swirl damage, but then again, like 80 EM isn't gonna make that much of a difference, but yeah, whatever. But then again, like typically Farazan needs a lot of ER, which means your Farazan's likely not gonna do any damage, which makes the high base attack and attack percent substat almost completely useless. Whatever, not very good. I guess it's decent on Tartaglia. The passive is kind of useless, EM, but the high base attack and being able to proc it with charged attacks, sure, pretty easy to do with Tartaglia on the field, but then not ideal. It's pretty good on Ganyu, but then Ganyu's charged attack is like, it takes 2-ish seconds to charge, right? So it takes 2-ish seconds to charge. So I guess you can have permanent uptime on it, but then your first and second charged attacks don't have like the max like 80 EM on them. Only your third one will get the max 80 EM. Your second one will have 40, but then your third one will have oh, is this R5 by the way? Oh no, it's R1. 40. So assuming this doubles at R5, 80. Oh, that's 160 EM. Okay, that's decent. 160 EM max stacks. Max 2 stacks. But then your first one will have no EM. Your second charge attack will have 80 EM. And then your next one will have 160 EM. So I guess it's okay on Ganyu. It's pretty good on Ganyu. But then I'm willing to bet that this is... It's actually, I think it's a pretty good option for Ganyu, especially because like, you know, like right before it, they reran Ganyu, so new players that don't really have a lot of weapon options on their account yet, that chose to get Ganyu or got Ganyu nonetheless, like, you know, like even if they didn't want to, on this rerun are gonna be pretty happy, right? You know, as long as they actually do the event and get the weapon in 3.7, or sorry, 3.7, yeah, 3.7. But then, yeah, I don't know. I think it's good. But then freeze Ganyu, very I think you'd be better off going for prototype Crescent with freeze Ganyu. Would you say it's better than Crescent? That depends, because for Melt Ganyu, no. But that also depends on your stat distribution. If your Melt Ganyu already has, let's say, okay, if you have even before the passive, if you already have like 350 or 400 EM, but you barely have any attack, like let's say you only have like 1600 attack on your Melt Ganyu, then I think Prototype Crescent will be better, because your attack is like really low, so it's very far from the point of diminishing returns when it comes to attack, but your EM is very high already, so you're like nearing the point of diminishing returns, so the 160 EM might cross that point, so you're losing a little bit of value on the part of the EM that goes past the diminishing return point of diminishing returns, whereas your attack won't. But if you already have, but typically people sort of run Ganyu with attack sands, but then again, like that's really up to you. Like it really depends on your stat distribution, your substats, your main stats, your artifacts. Freeze Ganyu, however, Crescent easily beats out what is this weapon called? Hang on. Ibis Piercer. Sure. But I'm willing to bet that this bow isn't even like specifically for Ganyu. It just so happens to be good for Ganyu. But I'm willing to bet that this is for someone in the future. I'm willing to bet this is for someone in the future. Hello, what's up, Lord Miko? How's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. Good morning, RJ. Good night for you. Yes, that is right. It is good. It is midnight where I am. Yeah. Good morning or good night to you, Shuri. How are you, man? Good to see you again. Hamayumi best. Hamayumi's really good. The problem with Hamayumi is like it makes it so that you cannot run Ganyu with Shimenawa. While not like I think very few people run Shimenawa Ganyu. Oh, you know, whenever I ramble, I might as well play this this clip. Yeah, whenever I think very few people run Shimenawa Ganyu, so it's fine. But the people who do ever want to consider running Shimenawa Ganyu, if they used up all their billets to make Hamayumi, then they're kind of out of luck. But yeah, whatever, right? Hamayumi is really good, I think, because like in the overworld, typically you're not gonna use your burst, because like by the time that your burst is like you're finished with your burst animation, enemies are already dead. So in the overworld, I actually prefer Hamayumi than Prototype Crescent. Which is why on my second account, actually, I have R3 Crescent, and then I like as soon as I got the Hamayumi recipe, I immediately made R5 Hamayumi. Yeah, because it's mostly because of how I use Ganyu in the overworld. How many hours left? It's still pretty far from now, Ether. You mean 3.7? It is still a day and probably 4 or 5 hours from now. Yeah. So I'm at GMT plus 8 Hong Kong time. And the maintenance break is going to start at 4 or 5, I'm not sure, 4 or 5 a.m. on Wednesday, my time. Just woke up. I feel tired already. What? Wait, what? RJ, you are not in incognito. No, I'm not. Yeah, you're right. Very unusual, right? Very unusual. But yes, I'm not in incognito because I find it cumbersome. I found it cumbersome to like look for the Genshin Impact YouTube channel. Like in the search bar, so you know I'm subscribed to them, so I may as well like go like open like my actual like the Chrome tab that has like my Google account logged in. Yeah, and opened. As well as Twitter, as well as Twitter. Anyway, so let's talk about Kirara, because she is going to be on the first half of 3.7. I think she's gonna be a very she's a 4-star. So she's a 4-star. Keep your expectations at 4-star level, and don't even she's not even like a very specialized 4-star. You know how you know how, like, for example, Goro what's her name? Goro, Kujo Sara, yeah, Kujo Sara, and who's the animo one? Who's she? Farzan, yeah. Kujo Sara, Goro, Kujo Sara, and Farzan. Like they're 4-stars that are like highly specialized to buff or support one thing. In Goro's case, obviously it's Geo. In Farzan's case, it's Animo, and Kujo Sara's case, it's Electro. From what we understand of what they explained to us about her kit in the special program, she doesn't seem to be to specialize in anything. I'm gonna go eat by her day. Oh, all right. Thanks for hanging out with us, Scorf. Take care, man. Enjoy your the meal. Hong Kong and Asia time are same, right? Asia time, I think so. Yes, actually. Yeah, actually. No, wait, what? Asia? Well, Asia is a big continent. Are you talking about Asia like the continent? Yeah, if you're talking about the continent, Asia is a big continent. So there are multiple time zones in Asia. India is in Asia. It has a different time zone than the Philippines, than China, than Japan. Japan has a different time zone. Japan and Korea have the same time zone. Australia is a different continent. What else? Yeah, Asia's a big continent, man. So basically China time, Hong Kong time, Philippine time, that's GMT plus 8. Anyway, let me turn off the music and we'll listen to what they said about her kit in the special program.
Well, yes, correct.
For sure. Let's move into Kirara's skills.
Oh.
Kirara is a Dendro element sword user and can effectively assist her companions while also making world exploration more efficient.
Okay, her attacks look amazing. She swipes.
After all,
Okay, can I just
I love it.
please?
yeah, she is a Nekomata after all. Additionally, her exploration talent allows her to move near birds or other small animals without startling them.
Great.
She's easier to get, like...
Oh,
Well, elemental skill, Kirara creates a Dendro,
Okay.
no matter the means.
I love her press E animation, by the way. I don't know what it is about it. I just think it's so cute.
By tapping her elemental skill, Kirara creates a Dendro shield.
I don't know, like there's something about it. Like I guess it's her landing. It's like the little like bounce, like right there. I don't know what it is about it. I find it so cute. Like when she lands, it's not just like a perfect landing. I mean, it is a perfect landing, but it's like a poink.
It's a Dendro.
I don't know why. It just looks so adorable to me. Sayu. Dendro Sayu. Exactly. Update isn't tomorrow. No, it's not tomorrow. It's not tomorrow. Well, technically for me it is tomorrow because like for me it is Tuesday 1 a.m. right now, and the update is going to be tomorrow, Wednesday morning. So yeah, some of you Westerners, it's not tomorrow. Well, actually it is tomorrow already. Yeah, like if you're in the States, if you're in like in North America, South America, it's probably even in Europe, in Western Europe, right now it's probably Monday evening where you are, and the update, the maintenance break is going to be Monday evening for you. Or sorry, not Monday. What, Tuesday? Yeah, it is tomorrow technically. Even for me. Genshin server for Asia and Hong Kong is different in startup menu. Oh, I guess you're talking about the Asia, the server. Okay. Yeah, they are different servers, but I don't know actually. I've never played on the Hong Kong server. No, I don't know what time their daily server reset is. But the maintenance break is the same for all servers. Yeah, you know, like the only thing that is different is when banners change. But then like maintenance breaks between like version updates are the same time for everyone.
A shield that can protect her from harm.
Okay, shields are great. They'll keep both her and
3 particles.
the delivery safe, which is all that matters.
And
How about the
holding
whole
down the
deal?
elemental skill will not only grant shields, but also put Kirara in a unique state.
Cool. So the whole thing is that that's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Thank you. Yes.
Do they show
This state
like
will
when you
drastically
end
increase
the
her
verse
movement and
on
climbing
an
speed,
enemy?
along with her jumping
No.
ability.
Okay, we don't know how many
Okay.
particles the hold E gives, or at least the last hit of the hold E. But yeah, basically, basically Dendro Sayu. Only difference is she shields instead of heals, and it's her skill that gives her perk, which is the shield, whereas with Sayu it's the burst. And I guess, I don't know, because she's Dendro, you might be able to make her burst do damage. Probably not a lot. I'm gonna assume it probably weird scaling, right? Probably scales off of attack or defense or something weird that has nothing to do with her kit. She's a shielder, so I'm willing to guess that her shield scales off of HP. Since, have we gotten a shielder that doesn't scale off of HP? I don't think we have. Right? Like, we haven't, right? Who has a shield that doesn't scale off of HP? Xinyan. Xinyan's shield scales off of defense, I guess. Okay, sure. Yeah, I think that's right. But then other than that, I don't think, yeah. I'm gonna assume that, I don't know. She, like, Kirara might scale off of HP. I don't know, it could be defense. I don't think it would scale off of attack because so far we don't have a shielder that scales off, whose shield scales off of attack. Thanks for the info. Sure, my pleasure, man, my pleasure. Let's talk. Yeah, let's listen to her burst.
That sounds super useful. So just so I can get this straight, she'll be able to just climb straight up walls?
Oh yeah, she'll be able to go
I guess this is
straight up a
pretty
vertical
useful
surface
for like
this stage.
overworld stuff. But then like, so okay, the thing with that I think I would still prefer Sayu is because of the fact that Sayu is Anemo, which is already having just having Sayu on the field is already half of Anemo resonance, which is more speed and less stamina consumption, which is really good for like exploration stuff. But I can see how Kirara's like this whole like climbing thing can be quite useful in some situations. So I guess that somehow kind of makes up for the fact that you're likely losing Anemo resonance if you're like in your overworld team. I'm talking about overworld team. I'm not talking about Abyss. Obviously, you're not gonna be able to climb in Abyss. But something that this does make me think about though.
Straight up walls?
So
Oh yeah.
look at the word that they said. Words that they're using. She'll be able to go straight up.
Yeah, she'll be able to go straight up a vertical surface.
Straight up a vertical surface. Okay. What does that tell me? So okay, sure, right, very nice, and whatever. Yeah, and the stuff that I just rambled on about like Sayu versus Kirara, sure, whatever. But she's a new 4-star, right? I believe, and from what people are saying, Fontaine is going to be like very, well, maybe not very, but like somewhat like steampunk-ish like aesthetic. So it's gonna be a lot of buildings, I'm assuming. So imagine if Mondstadt was like a bigger city and had more buildings. So obviously buildings, straight up walls, right? So I feel like it gives us like, you know, it gives us a clue that like Kirara is going to be, while she already has her uses now, and while this is a very novel use, I'm willing to bet that there's going to be like some other character released in the future who goes pretty well with her kit. Although like I'm I'm not very confident about that statement, because like Sayu, like it kind of happened with Sayu. They released Sayu, she had a use on day 1, and she still has about the same use as like day 500. So yeah, I'm not very hopeful about that, but at least this does tell me that there are probably going to be a lot of straight vertical surfaces in Fontaine, or at least in the foreseeable future. Because like if you look at a map like Sumeru or Inazuma, there are a lot of vertical surfaces, but they're not straight vertical surfaces. Some of them are slanting. In fact, some of them are slanting outwards and instead of inwards. In fact, you can't even climb some of them because like they're slanting towards above your head, which I'm gonna assume that this like hold E thing can't climb up of. Will she use stamina for climbing wall or what? I don't think so. Like if you look at this, like look, there's no stamina bar, and I don't think there's a way for us to hide the stamina bar. So I'm assuming it doesn't use stamina. Kind of like with Sayu, right? When you hold E with Sayu, it doesn't use stamina. Same with Yelan, hold E as well. It doesn't use stamina. So I'm willing to bet it doesn't use stamina. Same thing here. Like when you hold E here, see, you don't use stamina. So I'm willing to bet it's the same as with Sayu.
Vertical surface in this state.
Okay, well, that's
amazing.
Oh,
the best thing ever.
Music.
She's gonna be so great for exploring.
Wait, that was so funny.
The best thing ever.
Whoop. Wait, let's watch that frame by frame. Okay. All right, it's still. Okay, what does that look like? And then we have a box. We have a girl box. Girl box. Girl box. Okay, that's funny. That's actually funny. I like that it's squishy though. Right? Like look at that. It's squishy. It's like jello. It makes it look extra adorable. Ain't using any in the video? Yeah. In the video she's not using like.
And I guess that's one of the reasons why she's a trustworthy courier.
Although I do find it useful that you can still jump. Like look at this.
And
right, like with Sayu, you can't jump. Right? So like she gets stuck on like rocks and pebbles, while they did kind of fix that recently. But it's still not great.
I guess that's one of the
like,
reasons
look at
why
this.
she's
Like
a
look,
trustworthy
you're jumping.
courier.
I find that quite fascinating. I like that.
And finally, with her elemental burst.
Her burst is basically what is it? Aloy Dendro Aloy E.
She smashes the enemy with a special delivery
The-
package,
yeah.
which then explodes into numerous small
Look,
dendro bombs.
Aloy E.
These bombs will then explode upon contacting enemies.
And I
or
think you
after
can even pull it
duration,
in with
dealing
Kazuha. I
dendro
think
damage.
And
there
can we
is
just
footage.
appreciate
Yeah,
the
there it is.
fact
See,
that
you
the
can pull it
bombs
in with
are kitty
Kazuha.
shaped?
I'm gonna assume that she probably doesn't have anything that like a way to like with Aloy, you can like infuse Aloy with cryo if you hit like a certain number of your bombs on enemies. I don't think you can do that with Kirara. I'm gonna assume that she like doing charged attacks or normal attacks on her on the field isn't going to be a thing.
Because I'm obsessed.
But yeah, Kirara's burst is basically a dendro. What's her name? Aloy. Dendro Aloy E. Is she a cat? They refer to her as a Nekomata. Yeah, it's over here. Somewhere. Hang on. At the beginning.
Your birds is a Nekomata after all.
Oh, there.
Using its claws! I love it!
Yeah, she is a Nekomata after all.
Nekomata. So from my understanding, it's a kind of yokai. She is a kind of yokai. I don't know. I'm not very knowledgeable in like all this stuff, so I don't know.
More unique jump
Rage.
surface in the stage. She smashes the enemy with a special delivery package, which then explodes
She's so adorable. I agree, right? She is adorable. I like, and not even just her design. Like even her animations are so adorable.
into numerous small dendro bombs. These bombs will then explode upon contacting enemies.
I love the fact that her feet look like she doesn't look like for example Miko or Ganyu, like their legs look really slender and like really like because they're not really wearing anything, right? Like they're just either wearing socks or stockings or leggings. But then like with Kirara, she's wearing these like I don't know what those socks are called, but she's wearing those, and because of that, like it's what are those hang on, I gotta Google these. What are these things called? Baggy socks. Okay. Slouch socks? Okay. Apparently they're called slouch socks. Long socks. Tabby socks. Oh, no. They're not tabby socks. Tabby socks are different. Okay. So apparently they're called slouch socks. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So it like her socks look like slouch socks, like which makes her look less still makes her look very feminine, like her slender legs, and etc. But she looks less sexualized and more adorable, and I love it. And I love it even more that she has two tails. She's a Nekomata.
Enemies or after a duration, dealing dendro damage.
And
When they touch enemies or after duration. Okay, so they kind of work. Wait, do Aloy's bombs explode after a duration, or do they just disappear? So I know that Klee's. Oh wait, I don't even know what Klee's does. Yeah, do Klee's and Aloy's, does anyone know? Do their bombs blow up after a duration? Or do they just disappear if no enemies get near them? I don't actually know. Okay. I mean, like, if they just disappear, then I guess that's one thing that's different about this burst.
can we just appreciate
Klee blows up. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's like, yeah, it's pretty similar to Klee. These dendro bombs.
the fact
They blow
that
up after a
the
certain
bombs
duration.
are kitty shaped? Because I'm obsessed with that. And just
Yeah. So cute.
she has kitty style attacks, kitty style deliveries, and she also has kitty styled bombs. Amazing.
She is adorable. So, aside from Kirara running to various nations making delivery for the world,
Yeah? Because
for me, on your
Yeah, okay.
to go.
I guess that's it. Like, I guess Well, I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised that they gave us so much more information on Kirara than they did with Kaveh. Because, like, when they talked about Kaveh's kit in the 3.6 special program, it felt like... I don't know. It felt like they barely gave us anything. And it was very vague and cryptic. And it just... I don't know. Like, this one was actually, like, a lot more specific. I guess it makes sense because Kaveh's kit was a little more, like, unique. A little more unique, whereas Kirara's is like we have quite a few characters to like compare it to, and it's fairly straightforward, I guess. But then, like, I don't know, I feel like there's more information from like this special program, like when it came to a new character kit, than like the 3.6 one.
I'm not going back to the boonies, even if it means I get to be a great yokai or whatever.
Yeah, I get the feeling that they did the whole like wall climbing thing on purpose. Yeah, I get the feeling that they did it on purpose because of what
She'll be able to just
because of what Fontaine is going to be. Fontaine's probably going to be riddled with lots of buildings that are like obviously buildings, walls, flat, straight, vertical surface. So yeah, I'm willing to bet that like this is like that was maybe not like the main reason for this, but it was like part of the reason. Just guessing, but probably. Hola, yo, what's up, SN90? Good to see you, man. How's it going? Yeah, but Kirara, interesting character. I don't think she's going to be a very, like, I'm pretty sure she's definitely not going to be as important as someone like Bennett or a Shangling, Fischl, or a Xingqiu. Willing to bet she's not going to be that kind of 4-star, but she is going to have her uses, I think, and I do understand why they put her in with Miko, because like I guess sure maybe like a Quicken team could work because Miko's Electro is very much off field, at least her turrets are, and then like you can on field with Kirara, or you can on field your Dendro with Kirara, sure. But then again, she doesn't really work together with like other Electro characters. Like for example, other off-field Electro characters. Like for example, I guess it kind of works with Fischl because like Oz will still like attack even if you don't attack. But then again, you'd also be like if you have C6 Fischl, then you'd been losing out on C6 Fischl. Beidou doesn't really work because you have to hit. You have to do normal attacks with Beidou, and your normal attacks have to hit. Hyper Bloom, maybe, but then your Hydro characters need to be off-field and not normal attack reliant, so it can't be Yelan, it can't be Xingqiu. Maybe Candice? Maybe. But yeah, basically your Hydro character, if you're planning to use Kirara as your Dendro in a Hyper Bloom or version, need to be non-normal attack reliant. She might just be like Sayu, used only to explore. I mean, that is very much my overworld team right there, man. I have had Sayu in my overworld team ever since like when she was released. Maybe not immediately, like probably like a few months after she was released, but when I realized it, she's been there. She's been in my overworld team ever since then. She has not left my overworld team. She is so useful. Yeah, I guess there's not much else to talk about. The new bow, again, pretty decent on Ganyu. Not amazing, but decent. Especially because like it's a high base attack weapon and it's an attack percent substat. So and with some EM. So melt Ganyu, sure, gonna be very happy with this. But with freeze Ganyu, you're better off sticking to prototype Crescent. Kirara, interesting character, I guess, but not very unique kit. Her burst is basically a Dendra version of Aloy's skill. Probably doesn't have the infusion part of it because I don't know. I just feel like it because he's a 4-star. Skill very much Dendro Sayu. Only difference is she's a shielder instead of a healer. And Kirara's like I guess perk is from her skill and not her burst. Whereas yeah, like just like Sayu, her perk, which is healing, is from her burst and not her skill. Another thing about her is I guess, well, no, not I guess. She is very adorable. I love her animations. Mac, I have a carrot muffin. Oh, that is awesome. Wait, did you guys make it yourself? Did you guys make it yourselves? Like or like did you buy it from somewhere? Well, anyway, I guess that's it. Not much else for you to talk about. Anyway, why don't we go back to Genshin while I condense some resin. Condense some resin and get my Crystalflies. Oh, I guess I have 4. Sure. I guess I have 4 now, so I get 4 condensed resin. So I you know, I guess I could use it. You bought it? Oh, nice, nice. Carrot muffins. I don't think... No, I've never had any... I've never had carrot muffins before. I've had muffins before. Like blueberry muffins and I guess like banana muffins. Like I don't know if that's how you would call it. But like over here in the Philippines, it's actually a pretty common like pastry. Is something called banana cake. Sometimes people make them into cupcakes. But yeah, I love it. I love it. And I've had banana muffin before. Pretty good. Especially with some raisins or some blueberries. So yeah, really, really good. But I don't think I've ever had carrot muffin though. I would love to try it. I'm actually I'm actually a very like pretty big on pastries. I love pastries. Very difficult for me to find a pastry that I don't like, unless if it was just poorly made. You know, I haven't logged into Genshin for a while now. The only gameplay I've done is watching streamers play the game. I guess technically, yeah, you did also contribute to the gameplay, especially if like so said streamer is like having a hard time on something, and then you just so happen to have the right idea on how to do it. Oh, what the? Wait. How did?
Time to go.
Okay, got him. No. Wait, I can. Wait, where's the yellow thing here? No. Okay. Oh, whatever. Okay, well, whatever. I'll come back for it. For some reason, loading time isn't as slow as it usually is on my hard drive. That's unusual. Okay, while it's not as fast as when Genshin is on my SSD, but I don't know. I feel like it's a little faster than usual. As for the rest of 3.7, I think it's very. I think the rest of 3.7 is pretty pleh. I am excited for the combat event though. Yeah, the combat event where you could make adjustments on how difficult the content is going to be. I'm pretty excited. We haven't had that event in such a long time. Such a long time. I can't remember when the last time we had it was. No, actually, well, I don't remember exactly when it was, but I remember that people were using that event to like test out their damage on the Ajdaha, because Ajdaha was in it, and it was like an Ajdaha that had 2 million HP, and it was awesome. It was awesome. It was just something that you could just dish out all your damage onto. Should I build official attack or EM? That really depends on you, Bavish. Because okay, I think okay, but I think you should keep a good balance of both. If you're running her like okay, I guess like if you're running her obviously in mono electro team, then obviously attack is like what's your EM gonna do in that situation, right? But if you are going to be running her in any Dendro team, any team that has Dendro, right, that allows her to do aggravate, I think you should keep a good balance of both attack and EM. Like for example, if you have an attack weapon, you might want to opt for an EM Sands, or if you have an EM weapon like Stringless, then you might want to opt for an attack percent Sands. But then of course that also depends on like how much attack percent you have on your substats, or how much EM you have on your substats. If you have a lot of EM in your substats, then and if you can okay, here's an example.
More speed.
All right. Official. Okay, here. All right. So here's my official. My official here has I just have her on like just off pieces, right? But then like the off pieces that I had good stuff on are both attack percent, and I have an EM weapon on her. But then because like I really heavily focused on like crit ratio. So I'm likely to not have any like I'm likely to have very little attack percent or EM substats, right? Like in this case, for example, see, no attack percent, no EM. This case, I do have some EM, tiny bit. Over here, right? This is I have an EM Sands because again I have a lot of attack percent just from the two set effects. I just so happen to have an EM Sands that has a lot of attack percent, and well, that's pretty good, actually. I didn't know I had this. This is awesome. Wait, what is Ganyu wearing? $15.2, ER. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Just hit 0.8 crit damage. Not gonna make a difference. But yeah, right, you get what I mean, right? Like for example, okay, I could see she has 1700 attack, not very high, but also not very low either, right? And 371 I think is still not at the point of diminishing returns when it comes to EM for like quicken, for quicken. So I think it's fine.
I created another universe and founded paradise.
Alright, so I think, but like, if I were to swap over to an attack Sands, Do they have any similar ones? Oh, this would have to be Gladiator. I do not have any good ones. Yeah, if I were to do that, I would lose 187 EM, which means this would go all the way down to like 300, 200 EM, and then this would probably go to like 1900 or 2k attack. In which case, like 2k attack's pretty good, but then like I would be losing out on so much EM. But then again, like I said, if you're running her in a mono Electro team, obviously EM's not going to be useful in that situation. That really depends. Same thing with a Taser team. Taser team, Electro Charge really doesn't do that. Like, it does awful damage. So you might as well build Fischl just full DPS mode in a Taser team. Right now I'm playing Animal Crossing. Lol.
Gotcha. Game's up.
Animal Crossing is basically Genshin's teapot.
Beg for mercy.
Animal Crossing is Genshin teapot. They're in teapot. Ow. I mean, it is really. It is, right? Okay, right, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's even similar to Animal Crossing in more than one way. Like Farmville. Well, the thing with Farmville is like farming is like a big thing. While there is like some form of farming in Genshin, like in the Serenity Teapot, it's not like a major part of it. So the thing I was talking about, like why it is similar to the teapot in more than one way, I'm talking about Animal Crossing, is the fact that Animal Crossing was banned in China, and the Serenity Teapot was probably almost banned in China as well. That's pretty good. Like, okay, so I don't, like, any older players here, any long-term players here that were here, I don't remember when this was, but this was pretty, when the teapot was fairly new. Not very new, but fairly new. But there was a period of, I think, like a month or 2 months where you couldn't use the teapot. While you could go in the teapot, sure, they locked the teapot, so people couldn't change anything. You couldn't change your layout. You couldn't even, like, you couldn't even change out characters that were in there, companions that were in there gathering friendship XP, even if they were like level 10 already. There was a point where I had like 3 characters at level 10 friendship, and weren't, like, I wasn't able to swap out at all until they, until they unlocked the teapot. Wasn't it because of lockdown? Or that happened later? Oh, wait, okay, alright. Please tell me you're not actually saying this. Is this a joke? They locked down the teapot so that people couldn't visit your teapot because of the lockdown? Alright. Okay, that's funny. But no, okay, while they never stated an official reason, their official reason was maintenance. Maintenance was their official reason, right? The thing with Animal Crossing was, so Animal Crossing just so happened to come out during the whole Hong Kong China thing. And so people were using Animal Crossing to protest. So, alright, bye-bye Animal Crossing. No Chinese market for you anymore. The thing with Genshin, or with the Serenity Teapot, is it is very similar to Animal Crossing. Like the amount of freedom in like the stuff you can do in it, very, very similar to Animal Crossing. So while we never got like any news about anything similar to what happened with Animal Crossing, I'm willing to bet there were probably a few cases, but how do I explain this? But they probably were able to like keep it quiet, and then like they sort of just like did some policing in the Serenity Pot. They made sure no one did anything similar, no one else did anything similar, and that they like erased like all other teapots that did something that, you know, that the government didn't like. And that's how, when I don't know if you guys could see, whenever I go into my teapot, I have like 40k coins. It was from that time. This is absolute dog trash. What the? ER, sheesh. I have almost as much ER as I do crit damage. That's nuts. Oh, speaking of ER substats, I recently realized that my friend's account that has Shunhe on it, has attack percent everything. Wow, that's really good. That's pretty good actually. That's not bad at all. My friend has attack percent on everything on Shunhe. Well, Shunhe, sure, her burst isn't like super necessary for like every rotation, but it is nice to have every rotation. So his Shunhe What the? Did you see that? The sound effects are going at first, and then like the actual animations are happening a little late. From teapot to dog trash. I know, but then like they gave me a piece that had potential, and then like it did have potential, but it took up the wrong potential. It went towards the potential to break my heart. The owl that works at the museum in Animal Crossing. Bladders. A sea star. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry, man. I've never played Animal Crossing. What devices can you play Animal Crossing on, by the way? I don't even know. Like, is it only on the Switch? Or can you play it on a tablet or something? Oh, I completely forgot to swap. I forgot to swap back. I'm so sorry. I'm playing it on the Switch, so I don't really know. There's a trashy version that you can play on the iPad. Okay, so why is it trashy though? What's wrong with the iPad version? When you say trashy version, are you talking about like a game clone, like an imitation? Oh man, okay, this loading time. Alright, I take it back. Loading time's pretty slow. I take it back. I take it all back. Loading time's pretty slow.
Follow the wind.
Okay, over here. Doesn't have good stuff. Literally cannot do all the stuff that you can do in Animal Crossing on the Switch. All you can do on the iPad version is just walk around. So, iPad version. Is it actually Animal Crossing? Or are you talking about some sort of like imitation of Animal Crossing? So I always I just I don't know, I was just thinking about like how much I'm probably gonna have to spend when the day comes that I finally buy an SSD so that I can put my games on there, my games that I want to load faster, and I suddenly came to mind that I remember quite often LTT, like Linus Tech Tips, and not just Linus himself, but like pretty much in like a lot of their videos with their other hosts as well. They often talk about how much NVMe SSDs have come down in price so much that it's like there are certain brands and certain models of SSDs like SATA SSDs and NVMe SSDs that are like almost interchangeable. Like it would be where it would be better to go with the NVMe SSD for just like what, $10 or $5 more than the SATA equivalent. And I guess sure, it's good that like if some people can afford just another $5 for like much more performance or whatever. In the Philippines, it's not like an extra $5 is big. So I don't know. I'm considering like when I eventually do get to buy an SSD, I'm likely just gonna go with SATA. Like I'm definitely going with a good SATA one, like a good SATA brand. Probably if I can afford to, like a Samsung Evo. But if not, probably something like something along the lines of Crucial. And if I could find one. If I could, I don't know. It could be like I could also. I don't mind like other like brands that are, as long as like I know that they're as long as like I could find like good reviews of them, especially from like people I trust, from creators and like other techies that I trust. Weekly boss seem to be getting stronger. Hang on, excuse me. Oh, yeah. Need to be getting stronger. For the first time, I died fighting Raiden, and also with Skara. Well, Skara I think isn't as powerful as the Shogun boss. It's mostly mechanics. But it is still pretty dangerous, especially first phase, because like the first phase is like mostly just fight and less mechanics. There is some mechanics to the first phase, but it's mostly fight, and you can kind of like forego the mechanics if you can kill it quickly enough. Oops. Okay. I don't think the weekly bosses are getting stronger. While they're like, yeah, the Scaramouche boss and the Shogun boss are certainly more powerful than some of the other weekly bosses. But then like now we got this like what was that called? Like the one in the new region, like the slug looking thing, the Dendro slug, I guess. I don't think it's stronger than Scaramouche or the Raiden Shogun weekly boss. In fact, I think it's a little weaker. The only thing that makes it into something, I guess, that is worth a weekly boss is I guess because it has that one-shot attack in its in its third phase, and it also has like it's very time-consuming. I think it's a very time-consuming weekly boss, because like after you kill phase 1, there's this phase where you just have to kill waves and waves and waves of like so many enemies. It eats up so much time. Where am I? Okay, here. I wonder when I'm gonna run out of Crystalflies. This is so weird. Like, look, we're already like halfway through the loading screen, and then like the loading like audio cue just came up, and this is because of the slow like read and read times of an HDD compared to an SSD. Okay, gotta go see ya. After 340k resin. 340k resin? What? You'll run out of Crystalflies. Math, RJ math. 340k resin. Is it 340k? Hang on. Oh, where are the Crystalflies? Oh, there they are. I don't really want to do math right now. It's 2 in the morning. I can't I can't do that to myself. Oh man. Oh, I guess it's not that hard. Hang on. 8781 divided by, let's say, 3. Cuz like no, 3 No, never mind. I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop myself here. I'm not gonna do that to myself. I don't hate myself enough to do that. $351k. Sheesh, God. Man, you guys are crazy. You okay? Math. I know math isn't. For math people, math is basically like common sense to them. But to me, it just isn't. Math may as well be rocket science to me. Especially like intermediate to advanced math. Sure. Yeah, I was just kidding. Lol. Rip, man.
It's so nice to de-stress.
Well, anyway. So yeah. I guess that's it. There's not really anything else we could do today's stream. Talked about the banners, talked about the new character, weapon banner, and our thoughts on it, and what it could imply for the future. Even though we didn't talk about the free 4-star weapon that we're gonna get in 3.7. Anyway, if you guys need any help building your characters' accounts or need any help making a decision on which banners to pull for, feel free to join our Discord server. Links in the description of all my videos, VODs, and streams. It's in the pinned message on YouTube chat as well. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and take care, everybody. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for coming by, hanging out with this random dude on the internet. Bye.